Okay. So, I'm not exactly sure what you guys are after, but you, as it were, suddenly appear in an idyllic forest campground. You see several cabins, just wood, and you seem to be behind a couple of people, maybe 30 feet away, and past them is a small group of children. They all seem to be wearing the same uniform, and as you appear, everybody kind of turns around and starts looking in your direction. And one of the taller people starts approaching you. He's wearing colorful robes and a sash. Is there anything you would like to do in the meantime?
You said this is like a clearing in a forest. Are there any visible landmarks, or is it all covered in trees?
No, it's from what you can see as you start looking around you, there is a lake behind you. Off in the distance, you can see a forest. There looks like some kind of cactus-like plants around the area, and there's quite a lot of mountains surrounding the entire area.
Yeah.
And off in the distance, on one of the mountains, you can see there's a very tall waterfall with something that looks like a glacier, maybe, made of ice, but it's glowing.
Whoa. Oops, sorry.
So, as looks like an older gentleman, perhaps a very brown-skinned elf, approaches you, and he says, "Oh, thank goodness you're finally here. I was beginning to be worried that something happened to you. Anyway, let's get going. Everybody's waiting for you."
Oh yes, I know they are.
All right.
It is so good to be here finally.
He says, "Finally, I thought you were supposed to be here ahead of us. We were waiting. Anyway, let's hurry up. Everybody's waiting. We got to get this started." And as you start approaching the group of people, he goes, "You guys don't have your sashes?"
Oh no, they fell off in the river.
He says, "Oh, hold on, wait a second. I've got more on me. Don't worry."
I lost mine in the bathroom.
Is this another one of those situations where we've lost our memory?
I do not know.
No, you have not lost your memory.
It is a dream, you know. I have not seen you before.
No, I don't think so.
Are you stuck traveling between dimensions like us?
I have no idea what's going on.
No.
Yes, he's a newcomer. We met him on a
And here
Feywild
are some
adventure.
of these two.
Aha.
You can take one and pass it down.
Well, just so you know, life is a dream, you know.
He says, did you at least remember? Did you at least remember
Little on the
to
nose.
bring your handbook with you?
No.
Oh no, the river, we fell into the river and our sashes and our books
Oh,
were swept away.
okay.
Ah,
Well,
that one.
I don't have the full version, but I do have the pocket version
Oh,
for each of you.
Oh my gosh.
It's thank goodness you made it though. We're starting to get really worried.
isn't that right? That happened to us, my fellow beetle dung scout troops leaders.
People, oh yeah, there it is.
You guys all know each other.
Recently, yes.
Yes, who are you, rabbit friend?
Oh, right. Sorry. I'm B6.
Oh, that is a nice name. I think I have read about you before. Yes, you are Harangon?
Yes.
Oh, in Egypt.
We do not see these where I am from.
Oh my gosh.
No, I
And
haven't.
he says, remember in the pocket version, all the pages flip out.
Whoa.
Wow.
He says, well, let's get started quickly. Oh, right. Everlight, Troop 7, attention. And then he says, dung beetles, salute. And everybody goes like this. He says, this is our creed, our bond, we hold dearly. Say it out loud, say it proud. All together now, sound off.
We are dung beetles. One! Dung beetles all! We are the Troop 7 Scouts, brave and bold. We learn new skills
Skills to find our goal. We are ready for action to test our mettle.
We are more durable than a kitchen kettle.
Kettle!
We help the
world
world
Make it better.
We
We
keep
keep together
Through any weather.
We
face each challenge with
no
no
Sorrow.
We
We
will
will
be
be
the
leaders
leaders
of
of tomorrow.
We learn new skills and earn our
Patches.
We
We stick
together
together
like a pack of matches.
With feeling.
We are the
American
Scouts.
Scouts.
Hear us roar.
We always strive to
go
out and do more.
Scouts at ease. Says, good morning, everyone. Now that everyone's arrived, and as you hear that, you can hear some thunder happening. And above you, you can see a cascade of magic going over the area.
Wow.
And it starts coming down like a dome over the mountainsides. It says, with that, this is the start of the Jamboree. Everyone get ready to get those badges.
Can we discern what his badges indicate? Do they have writing on them? Like
Yeah.
this?
He's not facing you right now,
Okay.
but you may notice in your book that it actually lists them. He then goes on to say, all right, everybody get with your scout leaders and we'll get ready to start this. And then he goes, Pliny, stop picking your nose. And he's pointing at a little child that looks like maybe a hyena person of some kind.
Wow.
He's like, sorry.
Oh. Do I know what this magic is that's coming down on the dome?
Yeah, I definitely want to take a good look at that.
Okay. Do you have Arcana?
Yes.
Oh, you do. Okay, you do all three?
Huh?
Go for it. Roll it up.
9.
No.
9. Maybe no, it's 11. But,
So he then says, okay, so we've got, now that all the counselors are here, thank goodness, we've got enough for three scouts per leader. So
I will take Pliny.
sure, okay. So he says, Pliny, your leader here, I believe his name is, what was your name?
Pliny.
Oh,
I am Pliny the Elder.
Pliny the Elder. Well, this is Pliny the Younger.
Yes. When it comes to our two Plinies, I am Pliny the Elder.
Right.
Yes. And
Amongst the two.
yes, I am also Pliny the Larger and Pliny the
You are-
Nomer.
You are slightly larger.
Right.
You're Pliny the slightly larger.
Yes, very much larger to me.
And so he starts dividing the group up. There's 3 counselors, or 3 leaders besides you there. And so each of you is going to be given 3 children to take care of. There are all kinds of different fantasy races. And he says, well, now that you're all here and we've got this started, we should probably get them going on their little treks towards their merit badges. So 3 of us are going to take these kids out to Crestall Lake and go on canoes. What did you guys have planned for your scouts?
Oh, I wanted to take them to the place that I like the most.
Oh, which place was that?
Ah, of course, you remember the place where the deadly fungus was discovered?
Oh, Deathbringer Forest. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Oh, that sounds like a great time.
Yes, Pliny, what do you think?
And he's like, yay!
Yes, Deathbringer Forest. What could be more fun?
Are we all going into multiple locations in a certain order, or this is really the day? You'll have to forgive me. I haven't read the manual.
You haven't read the manual?
I'm a substitute.
Oh my goodness. He says, okay. So
Also very interested in Enden Death Road.
it's really up to you what you are going to do with your troop. We usually split up
Yeah.
into 3 groups of 12.
Uh-huh.
And so our group is going to go onto the lake, and then your group is free to go wherever you think would be best to take them, depending on what you know and how much you know the area.
Yeah.
And your job is to keep them safe as best you can,
Of course.
and to help them earn those merit badges.
Right.
And he says, it's really a shame you guys didn't bring your other stashes. Your merit badges might come in handy.
Maybe we could borrow some of yours to...
Oh, that's not how they work. You don't remember? You have to do a merit, and they appear on your sash during the jamboree.
Ah, yes. I know this. I just enjoy, talking.
Well, before other people jump in, other beings jump in, I'm going to go to the cave, and whoever wants to join me, I'll go by myself.
The Cave of Munders.
Cave of Murders? Oh, Munders. Yes.
Yes, the Cave of Munders. I'm also interested in Enden Death Road, which heads to the Cave of Munders. Mm.
You know, I've heard that the Cave of Murders was once called the Cave of Murderers, and there was like a murderous duo that hid out in it.
Ah, you have read the manual, yes?
Yeah.
I like Deathbringer Forest because there is a horrible, highly toxic fungus there.
Oh.
What could be better?
Well, this Freak Creek sounds pretty fun too. I like to go to Freak Creek.
You have been there before, I know.
It's probably not like that, but I think they have like some like potions and stuff you can find.
I hope I find an unknown species in Deathbringer Forest.
Well, it seems like the first stop then is. Are we going? The cave and the forest are in opposite directions.
Ah, yes, so the Enden Death Road leads to the Cave of Munders.
Yeah.
He says, well, since you're fairly new to this, make sure you guys stick together.
Of course.
Do a buddy system or something.
We always stick together. Nothing
Good.
can divide us.
Exactly. Yes. It's much better to go in a group than it is to go on your own.
Oh no, I will go alone. This is smart, I know.
He says, well, we'll be heading out now. We're going to be at the dock and getting ready to go. I'm going to show them some knot tying before we paddle out.
This jamboree, is it the same payment as the last time?
Hey, what? This is a volunteer
Yeah.
job. I don't know what you're talking
Volunteer, but I feel like if I don't recall that we got something out of this last time, no? Or
about. Oh, well,
must
I
be
mean,
aside from, of course, the joy of knowing that we helped.
you do get to keep the sash that you seem to have lost, but yeah. It's-
What do those badges do?
The badges? Oh,
Okay.
you don't remember the badges
the
were?
badges are very powerful magic. Don't you remember?
Exactly. Yes, plenty of
We will
remembers.
use them for all sorts of things.
Yes, you just touch them to activate them, and when you use them, they disappear unless you're able to earn them again during the jamboree.
I was just testing.
Perfect.
Yes, some of us hit our heads in the river too. This is why I am so ugly now.
Well, there are no badges to be earned on End and Death Road, so I would suggest we cut through the Firefog Bog on the way to the Cave of
Don't you
Wonders.
understand the way that is written? Nothing to see here, move along.
I think
It is
it's
telling us the
like
opposite. It is the most interesting place.
Oh, really?
They've been
Yeah.
at this longer than I have.
Everything seems really fishy.
Well, it seems not entirely unlike.
Well, we have a strong vote for the cave, and the road goes to the cave. Is anyone else particularly tickled by some piece of terrain?
I don't care tickles.
So it will have, certainly the Jamboree will no doubt accommodate many adventures. Well, do the scouts have seem to know the area?
Well, they've never been here before. That's what, we rotate from campground to campground based on age group. And, these are dung beetle scouts, so they're pretty young.
Uh-huh.
But they've learned some stuff. You can see some of them have patches
I just like camp.
that
I'm good with
they've
whatever.
earned in the past. So some of them definitely have some experience.
Where are the parents of these youngsters?
Oh, they just dropped them off.
Oh.
Let us go! Let us have an adventure!
Now, don't forget,
It is but a dream,
you don't want to
Haringa.
go back to the cabins until nightfall because the cleaning spells are operational right now. It could be a little hairy if you were to go inside the cabins at the moment.
Very
But
good.
What's your safety protocol at this camp? Should we be endangered, or the children especially?
Probably defend yourself. I'm sure you're experienced if you're doing this.
Of course.
He says that, well, hold on, and he pulls out a sending stone from his pocket, and he hands it to you. And he says, if there's really a problem, let me know, and I'll get back to you.
We will. Thank you.
And he says, is there any other questions before you go? Are you guys planning a multi-day trip where you're camping out there, or?
Oh, we're not planning on it, but that's probably what will end up happening.
Yes, let us camp. Very fun.
Okay, so we don't expect you back tonight then.
Maybe.
All right.
Do you have any supplies that we might be able to gather for this?
Bring your own.
Well, we have supplies, as you could see. We have things, but if there's any communal
The
things
river.
we could use,
Is there no supplies? You guys didn't stock the supplies when you?
The river,
Oh,
we
is
fell
there,
in.
is there a stocking location?
I thought you stocked the supplies. I mean,
I thought-
you guys were here days before us. I mean, you were supposed to scout the area, make sure it was safe.
Well,
Of
we've
course
done-
we
Wasn't
did.
anything
We've done,
dangerous here?
we've done none of that, so take that into account in your planning.
No, we did all of this. It's just the drowning river, It took all our stuff, it hit us in the head. It is very sad.
we
No,
could
I
just
must,
find this,
I must reiterate the importance of this fact. None of that has happened, so take that into account as you
Okay.
proceed.
You can
Or
roll
they
persuasion.
have, but it was a different us.
You can roll a persuasion, and Pliny, you can roll a deception.
help you with the persuasion.
Please do.
But that was a very low roll.
Yes.
Pliny always tries to
dirty 20.
deceive, but
Right.
Pliny is not proficient in
I was
deception.
very happy.
You didn't deceive at all.
8.
So you guys really haven't been here the whole time?
This is my first day. I don't
Yeah,
know
man,
about
we've
them.
been living
Oh, yes,
all
I
over.
have-
I just got
Been
here.
here.
We just popped into this place, man. So we'll help out, but you're gonna have to help us out a little bit.
Where
Where
are
are-
the original?
Where are the others? That is not known to us. Yeah, I don't know.
Don't listen to him. He has lost his memory. We are they.
To be fair, I have lost my memory before.
Okay, well, hopefully it'll start coming.
Yes,
back
you
to
don't remember. You were a dung beetle scout troop leader. Of course.
So just for the chances of our survival, anything additional help you could give us.
Yeah, well, he does say you did check the road earlier because we heard there were some drifters in the area, right?
Is that a question about something we've done?
Yes.
Okay, the answer to any of those questions is we just first got here 5 minutes ago.
I know you
Consciously
did.
in this incarnation.
He seems extremely confused as to what's going on right now.
Don't worry about my friend.
But
He
we're
is having
very
a hard day.
resourceful.
And I grew up in a lot of weird camps, so I feel pretty comfortable with all of this.
Pliny, you like a person named Pliny, yes?
He gives you a little high five. He says, "Yeah."
Yes.
Yeah,
Dung
just hook
beetles.
us up with some supplies. We'll get the badges. We'll get all these.
He says, "Well, let's go check and see if there's supplies." And then he starts going to one of the cabins, and he opens the door, and there's like a big blast of light, and says, "Oh, yeah, let me close that. It's in the cleaning process right now. You can't go in there, but hopefully the supplies are in there.
Sure.
If you guys stocked them."
Maybe by nightfall then.
Well,
He says if not, just remember nothing can come in or out of the area because we have the Thunderdome up now.
yeah.
So we're pretty much on our own for the next couple of days.
But the resourcefulness of a dung beetle is not to be underestimated.
Exactly. Oh, it's coming back to you. Excellent.
You see, I told you. He knows all about
We
the
are
dung
in our
beetle.
element. Let us proceed.
He says,
Yes.
He says, okay. We're going to go to the boats now, and as they start reading,
We stick together like a pack of matches.
we
Like a
better make
pack
sure
of
we're able to
matches.
fish quite a bit of fish today. This is a little worrying.
We will find sticks and or rocks.
Does anyone feel strongly about any other places besides Deathbringer, End and Death, and Cave of Munders?
I mean, all of these. The
They sound
Challenge
great.
Trail,
The Freak
the Freak
Creek.
Creek.
The glowing
the
glacier.
cabin that guy just opened. Are there windows?
Yes, there are.
Okay, so while everyone's conversing, I want to kind of
The
walk over and look
window,
into
the window just looks black right now for some reason.
I could have wanted this. Yes, I feel strong. I'd be happy going to anything.
I have an idea. What if we roll a die of our favorite ones to
Uh-huh.
decide which we go first?
Sure.
That's
a good idea.
End and Death, Munders, Death Forest. You like Free Creek?
Freak Creek.
I like the Challenge Trail.
Challenge Trail? Is there a sixth?
Oh, I can
Yes.
go to the fireback too, but why not?
Okay, sixth is Firebug. So, will you remember the order? Which one is 1 through 6?
Say it again.
Maybe you are very precise as well. Munders
Uh-huh.
is number 1.
Uh-huh.
End and Death, number 2.
Uh-huh.
Deathbringer, number 3.
Uh-huh.
Challenge Trail, number 4.
Freak Creek.
Free Creek, number 5.
Fireback.
Would anyone else like to roll the d6 for this?
You should be our designated roller.
Okay, as a divination wizard, I call upon the powers of augury to... I don't have the spell. To tell me what to do. It is 4. That was...
Challenge Trail.
Challenge Trail.
Trail.
That is where we will go first.
And he's like, yay, the challenge trail. That sounds fun.
Will be.
Yes. Who else do I have for
What's our
children?
head count on these kids here?
That's a good question.
3.
Well, say you have a small orc child
Uh huh.
and a very extremely small halfling.
I will call the orc child Rosebud,
Oh, sure.
and I will call the halfling Smudge.
And we got Pliny, Mini Pliny.
Mini Pliny, the hyena person. Hello.
Oh,
Are you a hyena person?
maybe. Maybe.
My little hyena person. So each of us has 3.
Each of you has 3, yes.
Seems that we can expect to find the Bladebush Fields in the Stranglethorn Woods. It's the first part of our challenge trip.
I don't know. Let us go to the
Oh,
travel
And
challenge
the map is
trail.
not to scale, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So we all go to the challenge trail.
Okay, so the challenge trail is just heading north along a dirt trail. If you start heading that way, you exit the campgrounds, and as you're walking through, you can see on either side of the trail, there seems to be quite a lot of very large cactuses. They have somewhat jagged-looking protrusions on them.
I will hold up my detect magic lantern.
Yes, they are magical.
Everything is magical?
Yes.
Ah, I will put this away for you.
You can roll an Arcana check.
That I shall. 17.
You think it could be possible that it has something to do with that dome that appears over the top of the area.
Got every-
It's enchanting the entire area or something.
As we walk, is there any way to engage my trio of scouts in conversation to get a feel for their strengths and fears or weaknesses? Anything that might be a liability?
Yeah, for the most part, they're afraid to get hurt or die.
Good,
One
we
of
can
them-
use that.
One of them is just afraid they're not going to get any new merit badges.
Okay. All right, good. Good, healthy fear of demise.
Yeah.
That's appropriate.
As we leave the campgrounds where the cabins and stuff are, I want to look behind and see what the 3 leaders are doing.
They're just starting to paddle out into the lake.
Oh, okay, so they've left.
So we see some cactuses on the side of the
Yes.
trail.
Yeah, you see some cactuses. Other than that, it's fairly uneventful. It feels a lot like, oddly, it feels somewhat desert-like in the area you are. But as you start getting farther out, there is a dense forest on your left. And so as you're going north, your left is the forest. The right, there's still some of these cactus-like plants, and beyond that is the lake. And as you head up, this is easy. You reach what looks to be a dilapidated bridge. It seems to be made out of some kind of very strange material, perhaps cloth, and living plants intermingling and mixed together.
I love plants. I love them so much.
As you get closer to the bridge, you can see that under it is a very fast-moving river that has a lot of rocks in it. The bridge looks like it's probably about 100 feet, and built similar to the style of a post and rope bridge, but it seems to be possibly living.
The cactuses that we're about, did they have beetles on them?
No, you don't see any needles.
Okay, I want to, while we're walking by, I kind of pick off a piece.
Yeah, sure.
Just
Okay,
expect
can you
it.
make a saving throw dexterity for me?
30?
Yes.
He asked if there are any needles on it.
Oops.
Wasn't sure if he said beetles. Needles.
Oh, did you say needles?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's needles on it.
Oh yeah, that's what I was saying.
It's-
If
yeah.
there's needles, then yeah.
Yeah. What'd you roll for your saving throw?
Oh, sorry. I wasn't paying attention. Oh, God, 1.
Okay. So as you see, he walks up to the cactus, and he goes to grab it, and the cactus starts firing these blade-like needles at you.
Oh god. Choo 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 choo.
You take 7 damage.
7.
Attend scouts.
And-
This deliberate demonstration by a scout leader that shows the dangers of the
Pliny-
cactus.
Little Pliny's like, the blade bushes are dangerous.
Look at the pain in his eyes.
And
take this
and
in.
you can see your head is like, it's got these little blade-like thorns stuck into it.
Okay. So yeah. Oh man. Even though I'm covered in fur, that still hurt.
And that was just as you were reaching towards it. You didn't
Oh, wow.
actually touch it.
Oh, okay.
They just kind of shot out at you.
Wow.
You can see that there's kind of tendrils, almost looks like monofilament line, going into the cactus. And you can see they're starting to turn red as they go down.
Uh-oh.
And you take 1 more point of damage.
1?
Yeah.
We are more durable than a kitchen kettle.
Yeah, sorry. I start taking that, man.
Okay.
Ugh.
So you can make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Sorry. 60.
16. Okay. So you're able to pull them out, and what do you want to do?
I want to pull to see if they detach from the cactus thingy.
It's kind of like a rubber band almost.
Oh, okay. So I'll pull one and I'll let go. So
It goes right back into it and sticks back over.
and does it move at all, or is it just the
No,
needles?
it's just sitting there.
It says here, these might be the blade bushes reading in the manual here. Fly named Impassable Blade Bushes after the Impassable Mountain Range. You guys think this is what we're looking at?
Looks like a blade bush to me.
Yeah, Impassable Blade Bushes are related to the much smaller and more numerous Bolt Blaster. Oh, perhaps these are the Bolt Blasters, if it was blasting.
Oh yeah.
I think these were the blade bushes because we are not on Bloodspire Peak.
Oh. Okay, well,
Alright, take care of that, kiddos.
Alright, kids, stay away from the blade bushes. Don't touch them.
Yes, if only someone would heal our friend. Oh well.
Oh. Some of the kids are like, I can help. Do you want to let him try and help you?
Sure.
Raise your hand. All right. He's going
My
to
hand
do
up.
a medicine check. And he just kind of starts wrapping it around with gauze, and he's like, all better.
Thanks.
And some of the other kids kind of give him a high five.
Yes.
So
If only someone could heal him.
this,
Sometimes the best healing is learning.
the
Wow.
I grumble, sort of move towards him and cast Cure Wounds.
Oh, thank you.
Ah, a truly generous soul.
Much better.
He is so fragile. Look at him.
a few thousand push-ups is also pretty healing as well.
Oh,
does, that, does,
perfect. That's what I need.
that does knock you right back into shape.
Can anyone talk with plants?
I can talk to them, they don't talk back.
Can anyone understand the words of plants?
So,
Oh.
is there any indication of whether the plants on this bridge are just on the bridge, or whether they're tendrils that go to like some root system somewhere else?
You can do nature if you have it.
Yes.
I will
Sylvan is a
15.
nature language, right?
15. So you're thinking from looking
To
at
try
it
it.
as you're approaching it, I'm going to say you get closer to it, so you're
Yeah.
basically at the bridge. It kind of climbs up at an angle like a ramp,
Okay.
about 20 feet, before it crosses for about 100 feet. And it looks like it's growing into the ground. You don't think that it looks like it's any of the other plants in the area. It's definitely some kind of other type of
Okay.
plant.
It, like, yeah, that stands out.
Yeah,
in the
and you
bio.
can see that there is some kind of wooden looking understructure to it. But the wood seems to have rotted away for the most part.
Are there animal bones or any other indication that that like something tried to walk across this and got?
Good survival?
No.
Anybody got survival?
I bet the monk does.
I do.
Oh, I do too.
As they are doing that, I will
Okay.
walk about 10 feet away from the bridge and I will shout to the bridge, "Hello, how are you?"
It doesn't
Do I
really do
roll?
anything.
So-
Okay, just making sure.
I got a
Oh, right.
that one.
Oh, right.
I got a 22 for survival.
Okay.
Yes, do you see?
You don't see any bones or flesh or anything.
Okay.
It doesn't look like it's made out of the same type of plant as the one that was harming him.
It says here this was built by the original natives over 100 years ago, and its design has been untouched since. Design has been untouched. Could it either be just a way of getting across or a way to keep people out of getting across?
I think it also because there's a bunch of spiders in the woods over here, so I don't know if like this fabric has anything to do with like spiders or anything like that.
Are we trying to cross the bridge?
We haven't.
We haven't. We're just looking at it.
I would counsel caution. I would send my owl Petunia to fly about 8 feet above the bridge, across it, and see what happens to the bridge.
Nothing happens to the bridge. I'm going to assume you're going to do the thing where you close your eyes and kind of watch through the owl's eye. Yes. Oh, you used your owl vision. Yes. And you just see that it seems to be a slack rope bridge with wooden planks, and it's held together with very similar to ivy-like vines. That seems to be primarily what's holding it in place. The wood itself is pretty rotted away.
Can I find a rock near me?
Sure. Yeah. You're near the river.
I want to like toss a rock onto the bridge and see what happens.
Just kind of lands on it.
I want to. Can I poke it with? I got a javelin, and I want to like kind of try to poke it with a javelin and test my weight, test the weight of it.
You think it'll maybe hold you?
So we should cross one at a time.
Who's the lightest of
One
us?
of the kids.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
is there?
Let's get across.
Do we have what did you say the length of this bridge across was?
It's about 100 feet across,
We don't.
and it rises up about 20 feet
20
before
feet.
it crosses. Because then it slacks, so it's not like tight across.
Yes.
It slacks down.
So we should cross one at a time. One of us should go first, and we should also have someone positioned, ready to rush down to the river to assist should someone fall through.
And maybe we'll have them tie a rope around them as well.
I would. I don't have 100 feet of rope.
I have 50 feet. Does anybody else have any rope?
I have some, but do we have to cross the bridge?
The way around would be trying to ford the river, I suppose.
Are we trying to get to the jagged slip cliffs?
We're just taking the challenge. You know?
Yes, I believe we are trying to get to
This
the-
is part of the challenge trail.
Yes.
If you want the
Certainly.
challenge, we must
So
challenge the
we
trail.
would either have to, so we're cut off by the blade bush fields. So we would our choice is to either go upriver or the bridge.
Or through the Stranglethorn Woods, I guess.
I'm guessing that if we get across this bridge, there might be a merit badge in it for us.
I
You
will.
guys agree?
That seems plausible.
Oh, do I know what my wand has in it?
Oh, it's disguise self.
Thank you. I will minor illusion a 5-foot tall statue of a person standing on the bridge. To see what happens.
How far is the range on that?
It's like 30 feet or something like that.
Okay. So are you going to go up and then do that because it's 20 feet and then so like otherwise it'll only be like 10 feet onto the bridge. Is that what you're intending?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
want to stay at least 10 feet away from the bridge.
Yeah. You can see there's it looks like you see Pliny go like this and then a statue of a person appears on the bridge above. And little Pliny's like, wow, he can make statues.
Does anyone have,
That's a strong bridge.
I
Well-
think I'm ready to try the bridge.
Yes, I am ready to run onto the bridge. I wonder if maybe our monk should do it because he's so fast, but you know, I'm about ready to do it myself.
I would
Does anyone have a chalk or writing supply so that I can mark any that I judge as potentially dangerous for when the children have to cross?
Now I can cast Featherfall, but that's only
Ah.
covers 5 of us, so.
Well, if we go one at a time, then perhaps that will
But
allay
that's-
such an emergency. That will be appropriate.
Maybe one person first and then 5 of us en masse. No, that wouldn't work.
Well,
I'm supposed to be smart.
no, that's a good thing to keep in the back pocket. Bagheera will gingerly start crossing the bridge,
Okay.
looking for.
So as you start ascending the bridge, you can hear it creak,
Uh-huh.
creak, and you can kind of hear
I've got my rope ready
I've got my
to
hand
lasso.
out. Yeah, you just in case.
All right. Since you're trying to gingerly cross it, why don't
He's trying to do it in a way that will discover anything that would like a rotten plank that a kid would fall through or something
Okay.
like that.
well, all of the planks are rotten.
Right.
You can tell that. In fact, now that you're on it, you can see that some of them are almost transparent
Can you toss
from
that at
all
me?
the holes in it.
Okay.
It looks like possibly some kind of wood-boring insect may have eaten it away over time.
With that in mind, is it possible then to rely more on the rope structure? Is that any sturdier?
You're pretty sure the ropes are the only thing holding it together.
Okay. Then he'll
And they're made out of vines.
the vines. Then does it look possible to fashion, like would it be possible to loop a rope like over the suspension system and slide it along, or do the vines obstruct that?
It's it's doing the
Right.
It's got the vines.
Okay.
The whole thing, remember, it's made out of physical vines that you're
Yeah.
pretty sure are growing out of the ground to stay
Got it.
alive right
Then he'll pause for a moment and tell everyone, the planks are disintegrating. They can't be relied upon. We'll essentially be climbing across the vines to cross this bridge.
Perhaps there's a magic element to it that we could, or a way we could strengthen it if it's living. Is it?
Perhaps I possess no such means. The river, if he looks over and gets a look at the river, he knows it's called the Whispering River.
Yes.
Is there some feature of it that suggests the reason it's been named that?
now. At the point you're at, you do not
Okay.
notice anything. In fact, it's actually kind of loud. It's pretty big.
Loud. It seems like it would be dangerous to cross here in the river.
You could do a survival check.
20.
Okay. Yeah, that's good. You're like this looks like where you're at wouldn't be the most dangerous thing because it's kind of widening out as it's going into the lake.
Okay.
So it's not quite as fast because of the dispersion of water. It might push you into the lake.
Okay.
It doesn't look like it's going to rapidly hit you into the rock or something.
Okay. Then he'll proceed across the bridge.
Okay, you're going to continue to cross the bridge. All right. And how are you going to do that again?
Relying on the vines, slow and steady. I think I think what is he relying on? He's relying on his sort of brute strength to just hold himself up with the vines.
Okay. So.
I will send Petunia to help him. She will fly around encouragingly and also scout for useful places to put his hands.
Good thinking.
Yes.
Sure, I'll let you do that. She flies around and she lands on it, and then she kind of slidles sideways. So you can either, I'm just trying to give you some options here. You can either try to hold it from the sides like this, and straddle it sideways, and so you have 1 foot on each side, or you could hold one side and you could try and go along it.
I think the straddle is probably what he had in mind.
Okay. All right. You can make a athletics or acrobatics.
He'll make athletics.
Don't roll that.
Over 20.
Oh yeah, easily. You actually see him. He's just going across. It almost looks like he's done this before. It's like one of those cross-country skiers. So like he's crossing it. He's just like he's slow. You can see him reach all the way to the other side, and now Bagheera, right?
Yes.
Is like 120, 130 feet away from you guys as he's descending down from the bridge.
All right, I'm gonna try to do what he did.
Okay. All right. So
What do
you
you
get
want
up
us to do
there.
with your kids?
What are we doing with his kids?
Just send them over.
Send them over?
He will shout if he can be heard. I don't know if he can.
Trying to hear him.
You can't really hear him. The river's pretty loud.
What? Qu'est-ce que c'est? What? I'm gonna do what he did.
You're gonna do the same thing.
Uh-huh.
All right. So you're gonna try and do it this way. So you're finding you can't actually reach all the way across.
All right, I'm gonna try to do it on one side then.
Okay. Do you want to go on the right side towards the lake, or do you want to go on the left side towards the lake?
Left side.
All right.
Always
Put
be
your
gauche.
kids on the other side, opposite side to counterbalance.
I'm gonna tell the kids I'm gonna cross this way, and if it works, I'm gonna wave at you, and you'll see that, and you come over.
Okay.
And also Petunia will come tell you.
And he's like, okay. All right. You can roll an athletics or.
I'm going to do it in a fancy schmancy cartwheely flippy kind of way.
Okay. Then, sure. Why don't you do it? You can do it in athletics, or you can do it in acrobatics.
All right, I'm gonna waste my portent on this.
Oh, all right.
I rolled a 14 plus 3 today, so it's a 17 acrobatics.
Okay. Oh, you see him kind of cartwheel his way across the bridge, and he's quite good at this.
At least he's how it's
The
done.
other
But you
point
can
is
hear me.
like, we could do this.
Oh no.
And they're like, okay, let's go. And so your 3 children are going to try to cross as well.
Would it be possible to slow the flow of water using shape water?
Yes.
It says I can instantly move or otherwise change the flow of water as you direct.
How?
It's a 5-foot cube.
Yeah.
Up to 5 feet in any direction.
You can freeze it too.
You could do a 5-foot cube then if you want.
So only a 5-foot cube would stop and everything else.
Yeah.
It's a tricky cantrip because he can actually do it on one cube and then start to affect the next cube next to it at the same time. It's like multiple.
What's the
3, I think, if I remember right.
Yeah.
so that's what 15 feet is what you're saying?
You can cause water to form. You can choose an area of water that you can see in range that fits within a 5-foot cube. You manipulate it in a couple different ways. You can change the flow. You can freeze it. You can change its color. If you cast this spell multiple times, you can have no more than 2 of its non-instantaneous effects active at a time, and you can dismiss such an effect as an action. So he could theoretically freeze 2 5-foot cubes of water, or change the flow of 2 5-foot cubes of water.
Is that something you wanted to do?
I'm just in case one of them falls.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So I don't want, so that, they don't get swept away by all the water. Yeah.
And I'm watching the kids as well, like looking to see if I need to cast a spell.
Okay. Oh no! Oh, that they're like getting out there. Let's see. Now I'm gonna roll for distance.
I have a way to save them as well, so particularly Pliny.
So right before the end, little Pliny slips and falls on his butt, and you can hear the boards break under him, and he kind of falls and he catches himself, and he's now mostly under the bridge.
Okay, I'm gonna waste a 2nd level spell slot and vortex warp him over to
All right,
my
you
side.
got it. The other two make it across.
Yay, Pliny. Only for you would I waste a 2nd level spell slot, Pliny. Pliny the hyena boy.
It literally was. Pliny was the purple one. You got the one.
Welcome back, kids, to the other side of the river. Hello.
Yay, we made it. And Pliny's like, I don't.
Good catch, Pliny. Things went awry, but you kept your cool head about you and held on.
He says, thanks.
Group hug. We have the durability of a kettle. Yes.
Make a charisma saving throw.
Wait,
Yes.
7.
7.
Uh-oh.
Nothing happens.
Okay.
Oh, he was gonna let you steal all my kids.
All right. And Pliny's like, wow, thank you for warping me over here.
And the rest of you notice how you're not alone out here. None of this is easy to do alone, but with power of teamwork, combination of Pliny and Pliny, they made it happen.
Yes. Thanks to Pliny and Pliny, everything happens. High five.
So based on seeing them make it across, let's see, your 3 children at this point.
Uh-huh.
So one of them starts crossing it. The other 2 are like, we don't want to go across. This is too dangerous. Plenty almost fell down. You're not there. And
I
you're
can
all
send
there.
Petunia to sort of fly around in a very courageous way around them.
So
I
you can
find it's
see
always
this
easier
one
to cross a
child
bridge
on
when
his
I'm getting
own
dive bombed by an
is
owl.
it starts trying to cross. He actually makes it really easily. In fact, he just goes right across. So one of your kids made it across.
Inspiring.
Yeah, the other 2 are still over there.
Is that being
the 4 other?
reported to us, or is that obvious that there's hesitation, or can we not see what's going on?
You on this on the side you're on cannot tell.
Okay,
You're at least 100 feet away.
got it.
They're looking wimpy though. But y'all are on the other side of the bridge.
Yeah, I'm still on the other side. I'm just, I'll encourage one by one. I'm just making sure that they're going to be okay.
So you're gonna encourage your ones or somebody else's?
Whoever's next in line, I guess.
His 2 that don't want to cross?
Huh?
The 2 that don't want to cross?
Yeah. I'll try to persuade them.
Okay.
Let them know that everything's going to be A-okay.
Go for it. Roll persuasion. That doesn't look good.
14.
14. Yeah. They're like, okay, We'll try it.
Don't worry, kiddos, I'll catch you.
They're like, thanks, sir. Okay, as they go up, oh my god. So the first one starts making it up and he starts crossing. As the second one's going up, the second one, as he's going up the ramp falls out from underneath him. Is there anything you guys want to do?
Is that over the water or is not yet?
It is not over the water.
Okay, can I attempt to grab him by the back of his...
He's about 17 feet in the air when he falls through the bridge.
Okay, I guess I'll have to also...
He's not over the water, he's over the land, it's arcing up, and he's falling through. He's about 17
he's
feet
falling.
up.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, I'll have to put my hand in him and I'll have to vortex warp him back up.
Is vortex warp a reaction?
It's not a reaction.
Okay, then he's going to hit the ramp.
But silvery barbs is a reaction.
Can you do silvery bars from 100 feet away?
I mean, I'm not going to save his kids with my spell slots.
Featherfall's a reaction.
Yes, Featherfall's reaction.
Oh, okay, I'm gonna Featherfall.
Okay, you Featherfall him and he lands safely. Now, as the other child is about just starting to cross the bridge, it breaks and his foot gets stuck.
It breaks and what?
His foot gets stuck. Like
Oh, no.
the boards and the vines are like now caught on his foot.
So with the broken ramp, can we no longer get onto the
You
bridge?
can get on it, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Basically, the board that he stepped on,
That one.
yeah, he put all his weight on it and he just went right through it.
I can only help on my side of the bridge.
I've got a
We're 100
crowbar.
feet
I'll,
away.
I'll go up there and try to pry his foot free.
All right. Are you just gonna go straight up there? Are you gonna carefully go up there?
I'm just gonna, yeah, with the same amount of caution that everyone else is.
All right. Why don't you make an acrobatics check?
20.
Yeah, you make it easily. Actually. Yeah, I mean, once you got up there, it doesn't take much for you to break through that rotten board. It was just the vines are kind of caught on, and you could snap them pretty easily, but they were small and you wasn't able to.
Here you go, kid. See, nothing to worry about here. There's no danger.
Persuasion?
Yes. 19.
Okay, yeah, he's like, oh, great, thank you, sir. It wasn't so bad. He's like, I'll keep going, and he makes it across. Do you want to cross?
I'm gonna stay here and kind of usher kids by
Okay.
as they go.
All right.
The captain goes down with the ship.
So there's now 5 of the children on your side.
We've got 18 total children.
I should go last. I think I'm the heaviest one of us.
With all your armor.
I'm gonna
My arm.
yell to my kids, you guys can stop those death exercises I was showing you and come on, we're crossing the bridge now.
All right, so you're just telling them all to go? Like
Yeah, the
everybody?
three of
Oh,
my...
oh, yours.
Yeah,
three.
yeah.
Okay. yours.
I had been like, I was giving them some like monk exercises.
All right.
Freaking out a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Long
they all
death.
make it across okay. They're fine. Just kind of pushing across. Some of them are a little unsteady, but they still make it across. So that is now 8 on that side. One of your children is still on the other side.
Can I get it? I'll ask for an update as for the recently arrived children as to where my missing third is.
He fell through.
Can you describe in more detail?
So I think he fell through the bridge.
And where is he now?
I don't know. We were crossing what happened.
Okay, then with probably more speed than caution, Bagheera will head back to the other side.
All right.
wow.
You can make a acrobatics or athletics check at disadvantage.
Disadvantage. Stood. 17.
17. Oh, yeah, you make it across easily. As you can see him kind of going really fast across, almost like at a jog, and you can see the bridge is doing this as he's doing it.
And look for this. He's looking for this kid that
You
fell
can
through
see
the bridge.
he fell through on the other side, and he's sitting underneath the bridge right now,
Okay.
where the ramp part is.
Okay. Then he will ascertain the kid seems healthy. Then
Yeah, yeah.
he'll calm down a little bit.
Okay, so now
You're
Pliny-
so
Pliny,
selfish.
it's just you with 8 of the kids.
We will wave at the other people. Don't worry, children. The rest of us will cross.
How big is your character?
He weighs. He's short. He's about 4'2", I think. He weighs about. Well, now he's got splint on, so he's probably about $180. He's
Okay. How many kids did you carry?
quite a few. How big are the kids?
They're not very big.
I'm not very big, but I
Oh,
am
you're a
strong.
dwarf. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you
Dwarves are still medium sized. They're short, but they're bulky.
Yeah.
I mean, they move around big barrels of brew and things, so they can carry just as much.
You can probably get. I'm thinking more surface area than weight.
You can probably fit three of the kids on it.
Okay.
if you wanted to.
I will.
Okay, if you can carry 3 kids, I can get you all across.
You can?
Yeah.
Okay. Sure. I didn't want to try and do it myself, so.
I didn't think so.
I'll carry him.
So
Come on,
if
kids.
we're the last ones to go, then my goal is basically I'm going to levitate her with the 3 kids, and I'll walk them across like a balloon. So levitate I can do up to 500 pounds.
Okay. Yeah, you can do 500 pounds.
I'm still there with my kids.
Yeah. Let's see, so you have 8 across so far. Math.
18 total kids, 10 remaining on the left bank.
So you're gonna try and levitate her across?
Yeah.
Does levitation let you move stuff?
Yeah.
It does go back and forth now? I'm stuck in
Uh,
old editions. So
Yeah, you can move it up and down.
that's what I remember.
Let me
was
check it
up
for
and
you.
down, 'cause I don't remember about side to side.
You might be right that that's not possible.
Oh yeah, I think maybe up and down.
You'd have to
I'd basically have to pull them with a rope. But it would be possible. It says,
Rises vertically 20 feet, remains suspended there.
Yeah.
yeah.
The target can move only by pushing or pulling against a fixed object or surface. You could levitate them, and then he could pull the side of the bridge to move
Yeah.
himself.
Yeah, you can do
Yeah,
that.
literally like a balloon.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay.
Alright.
So we will attempt to do that.
Okay, alright, so you'll attempt to do that.
So I'll tie rope around my waist, nice and tight, and have you. All right.
Come on, kids.
Alright, so do you want the rope to be on the lake side or on the river side?
The lake side or the river side? I guess the side that's least flowy.
Or that would be the lake side?
Lake side, yeah.
Okay.
you may remember. I think Pliny had success
On the riverside.
The left side, I think.
I went on the
Not
riverside.
that the other side is necessarily worse, but it's the one he's tried.
Okay. So whatever, yeah. So I'll follow your advice. And I'm pretty light, so.
Okay. So you can go up there and
So raise them up. So
Yeah.
we've got this floating dwarf
and
with 3
just
little
make
kids.
a quick dex, well, no, dex, acrobatics or a athletic check. Whichever one's better.
Where are your kids?
Acrobatic. They're still on the
Land?
The land, yeah. So
Okay.
I'm just basically trying to give some people.
Yeah, I'll send them
Got it.
after you.
Yeah. Acrobatics or athletics? We'll do acrobatics. 19.
Alright, yeah, you make it across really easily.
Cool. So yeah, pull you guys across.
And that was how
Thank
many
you.
children were with you?
3.
3.
Alright.
Another nap? Wow.
Then I slowly lower you guys down.
I bet we're all getting marriages when we get across this bridge.
Huh.
That is my belief. Well, that's pretty cool. Levitating the dwarf holding 3 kids.
I'm all about efficiency and balance.
So you're both on the other side, and 11 kids are on the other side.
On your side. So now
Leaving
remaining
9.
on that side are you and Radical and 7 children.
Then
7 plus 11.
I think we'll start sending the kids again, those who are willing to go. And now that I've been across and back, I will give them any pertinent tips that I think will help them cross the bridge. They may not be,
Hold on tight, kids.
big enough to do it exactly the way I did, but I'll point out, to essentially not rely on the planks, because they've fallen through some I've seen. So don't rely on the planks, treat it just like a rope that you're going to shimmy across. That's my advice.
Yes,
We're gonna
sir.
do nature drill.
I'm just thinking maybe we just like evenly space the kids out. One of us spiders in front, one spiders in back, and all go. Like sandwich them. Put them in a little sandwich.
I see the advantage of it, in that we would be right there should anything go wrong. I don't know how to judge whether that might create a catastrophic failure in the bridge if we put that much weight on it.
Well,
It may easily handle it, it may not.
yes. I was thinking we could stagger them, but keep it counterbalanced.
Have they been going strictly one by one before now, or what's the largest number that have been on at any one time? 3. I mean, we can send them in a 3, and then at least perhaps they may be able to help each other.
Well, I don't have much I can do for them on the bridge. Oh,
You control nature, bro.
I don't control that much nature.
I'm gonna. How about you send them across, in whatever group seems prudent to you, possibly going with them. I will stand under the bridge on the land portion at least as much as I can, so that if somebody falls through again, I can at least attempt to assist. And I'll be the last to cross.
I'm also I'm on the ramp,
Oh yes.
Oh, you're
so
You're
I'm
helping,
still
yes.
helping
that's
there.
right, yeah,
In
yeah.
fact, while I'm waiting because I can't really hear you guys, I'm just sort of like doing like headstands and stuff like.
So perhaps
Great.
Callicles
Alright,
could
I'm
be
gonna
the
try. How about
assistant.
this? I'm gonna try to line up the kids, and we'll line them up in buddy system. So each
Good.
one can hold a rail, and then hold each other's hand, and the other one can hold a rail.
So they're
and
gonna
they-
hold hands as they cross?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, is that enough for the kid? Like, if one's like holding one side of the rail, and then they hold hands, and then the other holds it, or they're just gonna do like back to back and like shuffle along the side.
What if we? It seems that having both their hands available to hold
To
on
hold
to the
on.
bridge,
Okay.
we can weigh the risks of tying them together.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Then I just pull one down.
Yeah.
I'm just looking for balance for them.
You have a question?
Would you allow me, if I were to walk down through the water, to use ship water to clear it around me, like a 5-foot thing around me, basically? So I'm just walking through and the water's rushing around.
Can you make, to walk through the can you bring the water to like a solid surface?
So I want to like walk through the water, but then the water just flows around me in a 5-foot cube.
Is the
Oh,
water
no, it's
deeper
way-
than
it's-
5 feet?
It's much deeper than 5 feet, yeah.
Huh?
It's
Yeah.
much deeper than 5 feet.
Oh, okay.
Or you could, I mean, I could say you could test it and try, but you're guessing it's much deeper than 5 feet.
Okay.
It's quite
Make
large.
a 5x5 cube of you in the water, with the water rushing above you.
It's
And
tiny,
Yeah.
tiny Moses crossing.
Exactly.
Not quite, no.
Best thing to do with shape water, one of it is freeze water whenever you want. Like make an ice boat. I say to
Oh.
him, since we're both on the same side, you know, I see that you can shape water. One of my favorite things to do with shaping water is to make a little ice boat. I imagine it would be very dangerous in this rushing river, but nonetheless, an ice boat
Yeah.
is very cool.
Would any other ideas you two before we send the rest across?
No, I just say kids do something that you saw somebody else do that worked.
I'm like, send them up.
Alright, how many are we sending?
Three at a time, perhaps.
Three out of the 7 remaining?
Yeah.
Alright.
Well, then somebody's.
And remember, look out for each other.
Oh, they don't seem to be doing well. One of them has the one in front's like crossing, and let's see what photo we got first.
Could I give each kid guidance?
You're probably too far away. What's the range?
Oh,
of
yeah,
I-
right. No, it's
I would have been trying to encourage them as they passed me.
Yeah. So about 25 feet in, the first kid seems to have gotten stuck. He's like, as he's doing this, as he's crossing, he sticks his foot through a bunch of vines and he's got his foot caught.
That's the last kid or the first?
First kid.
The first kid. All right, so I'm gonna
He's just kinda-
cautiously.
He keeps trying to. I need help.
So
What's he trying to do?
He's got his foot stuck. in-
Oh, okay.
in
And
something.
how far into the?
25 feet. They've gotten 25 feet of the 100 feet. And his foot's just stuck on the side.
Would you say he was about 30 feet from where I am on the other side?
No, you're 75 feet away.
Dang. Okay.
Plus the ramp. Unless you're on the top of it.
so, yeah, I'm just gonna start. I see that, and I'm gonna start cautiously approaching them and try to help them out.
Alright,
Get his foot
you
free.
can roll acrobatics.
That's 16.
You easily make it to him, and you don't even have to roll, you can just kind of pull his foot out.
Okay.
Doesn't have to-
All right, I got you, kid. Here you go.
He's like, thank you, sir.
You needed some plenty help?
And they
Someone
make it
yell.
across at that point. You can decide if you want to stay in the middle of the 25 feet out, if you want to cross with them, or if you want to go back.
I'm gonna go back to that sort of the top of the ramp
Okay,
where it was.
go ahead and make another.
Oh my god, I really want a merit badge.
20.
I really want it.
20. Yeah, easily.
You
Okay.
monks
Another 3.
Yep, so there's only 4 left on the other side.
with your monkish monking.
Let's send them.
Alright, so I'll send my 3 ahead
You can send your 3?
and pull up the rear. Yeah, but I'm not going to get on the bridge with
Did
them.
the
I'll-
one that was caught, has that one already passed over? The one that
Yeah.
was feather weighted?
Oh, the Featherfall
No,
one.
he's
that's-
with him.
Featherfall one will be the last
Okay.
one. Yeah, they make it across.
Yay! Okay, so I'm gonna follow them then. I'm gonna squirt. Or do you need help with your Featherfall guy? Do we need to get him out of his hole?
I'll. You can go.
You want me to wait? Okay. Then I will try to spectacularly and acrobatically shimmy across the thing.
Quiet down, kids.
Alright,
She is trying to
acrobatics
concentrate.
Or athletics.
It'll be acrobatics. What'd it say?
Nat 20.
Not 20.
Yeah, bragging.
Easily.
Did I tell you I was
She's
an
like
entertainer?
dancing away across. You're like, I thought the bridge wasn't. She's like, no, this one's good. This one's not good. I can get across this. It's easy.
Why are you guys being so drama about
Yeah.
this?
This isn't hard at all.
God.
All right. There's one child left and 2 of you.
One child left behind.
Yes.
And I'm gonna tell all my 3 that they were amazingly brave and they did so great and they actually did it with a lot of style. And I'm so proud of
They
them.
all start giving you high five.
High five, high five,
All
high
right,
five.
I'll bring the kid up and we'll cross together.
We'll cross together. I'll go ahead. I'll go to the other landing on the other side and wait for you guys there.
Excellent.
So-
Bagheera will find out what this kid is good at, like what his hobbies are, and then just
He likes to read.
likes to read. Great. And then so Bagheera will maybe draw a literary parallel to
Sure.
to draw attention to what is necessary to cross the bridge, and then get his confidence up, and then say, okay, we can do this. Let's go together.
All right. You want to do persuasion?
Sure.
A true mentor.
I'm crossing in front of them, so I'm gonna.
It's an 8.
All right. So he's like, I don't know that character.
Yeah.
Okay. We can do this. You do acrobatics first, or
17.
yeah, easily. Child will easily make it across,
Great.
and it's just
A lot.
all right. So, as the last of you get to the end of the bridge, let's see what happens.
We did it.
Until
Yeah.
something's about to jump out of the water and kill us.
We still have to go back towards the camp.
But we made it. Well, we'll just fly there.
Yeah, move across the bridge. All right.
All right, I'll take those badges now.
You, and you can all make charisma saving throws.
Charisma.
You and you can both make intelligence saving throws.
14. Oh, wait.
9.
Yeah, 14.
14.
8.
13 for me.
All right. So everybody who got above 10,
Yeah, 13 is up.
Yay!
Oh, whoops. I was, yeah.
The bridge
16.
starts to speak. You have earned your badges.
all right. So you
Good
did-
job,
13, yeah.
children.
with this.
Ooh.
You made it right.
Yep.
This.
So cool.
14.
14.
Yeah.
What did you get?
I got an 8.
Oh. I'll give you advantage. Go ahead, roll one. Just because you're so.
About to use my inspiration. No, I'm still.
No. No.
It doesn't want me to
What'd
have
you
it.
14.
That's a 10.
Thank you.
And then you made it as
I
well.
got a 12.
Leader badge. We led in a V.
Do the kids get badges too?
Uh,
Are they in this?
A
badges?
couple of them seem to get some sparrow badges.
Okay. Cool.
Can I tell the magic properties of this badge?
Do you have identify spell?
No, I do not.
Probably not.
Can I use everything I've ever read about magic to look at this badge?
You're like, it's got
Try to
probably
discern.
magical, some kind of like shiny little thing. You're like, it's definitely magical.
Well, if I'm trying my thing, at least it'll tell me the school.
Enchantments.
But I don't know how to activate it or what it does. So be it. I am sure these are very valuable. We'll find out something about them soon.
All right.
Well, we are all across the bridge.
You have made it across the bridge. Yes.
I suppose the Cave of Munders and the End and Death Road are out because we would have to go back across this river to get there.
Well, we
Or
can
you can
always
cross the Freak
cross
Creek.
the
go through
suicide
the woods.
What forest?
I mean,
You can go through the Stranglethorn Woods, you can get back to it.
that's
Not take the road.
possibly in our future, but for now, I believe the path ahead is the jagged slip cliffs.
So you can choose to basically, if you continue along the trail, you'll notice that the trail splits. One starts heading towards the Jagged Slip Cliffs, the other one heads towards Bone Breaker Ravine.
Well,
Bone breaker ravine.
I concur.
Yes, break my bones. But your words can never hurt me. Would you like to go to Bonebaker or fall off the cliff into the lake cliff?
I would like to go to Bonebreaker.
Heron Gun friend, what do you think?
That sounds fine.
Okay. Are you okay with breaking bones?
I'm okay with whatever.
Let's go.
All right. So as you continue on, there is a ravine, and in it, you can see it kind of goes down and then back up. On each of the sides, they look a lot like they're made out of rocks, kind of bone-like protrusions, almost like ribs, perhaps a giant femur sticking up. There's cracks in them. It does almost look like it could be some kind of giant fossilized humanoid of some kind that you would be walking through the chest through.
Can I tell if it actually is?
Do you have anything that would let you tell?
Like, not a skill?
Do you have a skill that would let you tell? This has been a debate by the scholars, so.
Investigation.
Okay, so you're gonna like actually go up to the, are you gonna go down and then try and
From
check
far
out?
from far away, I could use my history
Well, history,
or arcana.
you basically know what's in the sections and
What
everything.
what sort of paths are there that would get us like a closer look?
You could go down this gravel trail,
Uh-huh.
and then on either side there's these protrusions coming up, so it's not too difficult to go towards them.
Okay, should we have the kids take a closer look?
Of course, this is educational.
Let's do a sort of a guided exercise where we try to get the kids to figure out what the best path is. Ask them to kind of like how they think we should get down to take a closer look,
They think we should go down.
and really constrain the options between like good options. Be like, what do you think makes this better than the other thing?
Sure. Let's see what.
It doesn't really matter what they pick.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll see what the kids come up with. The kids think the best way to go down would be just to roll end over end,
Uh-huh.
like tumbling. They think that if you're rolling, you won't get hurt.
Let's redirect that enthusiasm.
Let's do it! so
Also,
fun.
kids, I want you to, I want to play a game where you see who can find the most, or spot the most human bones as you pass through the area.
Alright, I want to get a little closer and try to investigate and see
So are you going to go down into it to get to some of these?
as close as I can while still being on the edge.
Well, how close do you want to go? I'll let you take.
Close. Let's go close.
So you're going to be all up in its on this.
Fucking A, yeah.
You're
Let's.
touching it.
Yeah.
All right, so
Right into
you're
that
touching
carcass.
it, and you're like, it's definitely rock. It's very large. It's, you know, each one of them is probably about this big in diameter.
It's like one rib is
Yeah,
sticking out of the ground.
yeah.
So I'm like investigating this to see if this is actually a fossilized dead
Yeah,
animal.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I'll help you.
Would
Sure.
stone coming give me any insight or?
Wood stone cutting. Well, yes, you can tell it's definitely not cut. This wasn't created by someone deliberately. It could be natural. It could be fossilized, but you're definitely sure it wasn't like somebody spent time making this. It's not like a temple or something that somebody designed. There's no chisel marks.
This is untouched by human hands,
Hmm.
being hands.
like humanoid hands. Uh,
Are the kids finding any human bones?
Let's see if they find any human bones. No. They said, we found a stick, but we thought it was a bone, but it's not a bone.
Perhaps the legend is untrue.
So, am I successfully investigating whether it is?
Go ahead, do an investigation.
Stone kind of means advantage on history checks with stone.
Oh, but before you roll.
Too late.
Alright. Did you get a 30?
25.
That's pretty good. Now remember, people have studied this before. You're pretty sure it was either some kind of volcanic uplift that caused this happening, or maybe it is something petrified, but you're not 100% sure.
I believe this could be a giant petrified animal or
Does,
lava.
does that mean that there was a giant, like, gorgon that petrified it?
Perhaps it died, a million years ago and turned into stone over natural processes. I don't know.
And you're thinking there's a lot of mineral-rich water in the area. Maybe it is possible that could be a fossil, but you're also in a volcanic crater, so it does seem like that's either one could be
I'm
plausible.
gonna send Petunia straight up so she can look down and see if there's like a pattern to the bones that
There
looks
is
like a.
pattern to it. It does look like it. It does look a lot to you like it could have been a humanoid, but then again, it's so worn away. It does seem like it could just be you're projecting.
It looks like a rib cage.
Yes.
I think this could be the rib cage of a titan or a giant.
Then is there something that if so, is there something we would potentially find in the heart or the head?
Maybe we should look for the heart. This is just a guess, this is a dream.
But then yeah, we should look for where the heart or the head should be. And see if we uncover anything in that location, I suppose. Why not?
Who is good at looking for things?
All of us, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Look at that.
I would start to look for the heart.
You're gonna start to look for the. Okay, how are you gonna do that?
Either perception or investigation, I suppose, or history. I could think about rib cages and where hearts would be, and sort of hone in on that.
You're like it could. If there was a heart, you'd probably be standing in the middle of it right now. Is what you're thinking.
I'm going to use my magic lantern to see if there's any difference in school of magic around this area.
No, it's all enchantment.
The game that Bagheera plays with his kids is identifying past and potential rock slides,
Past potential luck.
which seems pertinent as we continue along through this ravine.
All right.
And even giving out points for particularly astute or enthusiastic answers.
All right. You can roll. We got simulation.
I've rolled at 8 plus 2, 10.
All right. None of them notice anything,
Okay.
and neither do you.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, you just think that if this was a rib cage, you'd be standing in the middle of the heart right now.
But I don't
And it would
notice
probably be a
anything.
very big heart too. Like
Hmm.
as big as a building, bigger than the cabins that you guys are staying.
Maybe we should dig.
I suppose. How dangerous would that be given the nature of the local geology? Like, would we knock loose anything and drop a boulder on our head? Is the material here loose enough to dig by hand?
No.
No. Well,
It's pretty hard packed gravel
okay.
with dirt in it, so it's become kind of like clay solid.
We should be on the lookout for boulders coming down this ravine. As I'm reading here,
Yeah.
Avalanches
I-
are rare, but would be catastrophic.
Yes, I saw that in the handbook as well. I've kept an eye out. I don't think we're in any immediate danger. Well,
Kalakuzu, why don't you make a perception check?
That looks from. So it's 8. No. Is 14.
You don't notice anything.
well, should we broaden our search or continue on?
I feel like we should continue. I'm a little weary of.
Standing in a rock slide area. Yeah. I'm keeping my kids in like a little herd close to me so that with my shield so I can protect them. I want to look for like falling rocks and stuff.
All right, so why don't you make a perception check?
Why don't I? That is a nat 20.
Wow, okay. You can see that every once in a while you can see some of the rocks up high start to slide away and stop.
Oh. Do I see that? Do I have a sense that there's something up there, or this is just natural
I'm
rock
not
activity?
sure.
Not sure. Okay, dunes. There's a little bit of like rock insecurity going on up there, so I would really maybe suggest we just move this along.
Let's go. Let's go.
Let's get the.
The manual says that we can get our scholar's badge here, but
By being buried in an avalanche.
we have already done so well with our
We wrap them up.
investigation.
Well, does anybody
what?
want to take
Wrap
a
them
little?
up and move them on.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
You can. It's not too difficult to get out of the area.
Yeah,
Should
I'm
we
gonna
try
lift
to
them up and carry them.
Take a sample of any of this, or you guys? I mean, I'm not sure what the archaeological action is. Or
Is there
to
anything
find
unique about
something, or
the loose rocks on the ground?
It looks like some kind of basalt.
Some kind of what?
Basalt.
I just want to do one more search, for anything of interest.
For anything of interest.
Yeah, anything.
So I'll let you do a perception check since you're trying to take a quick look over.
13.
Yeah, you don't really notice anything.
All right, let's go. I have a feeling there's something to do here, but I don't know what.
So Pliny asks you, so is that really the skeleton of something?
Yes, it is. A creature with a heart as big as mine. And as big as yours, Pliny the Younger.
And he kind of goes like this big?
Oh no. No. It is the largest fist you can imagine.
I turn to my kids and I'm like, anybody ever felt the joy of crushing a live beating heart?
And then one of them goes like this and raises their hand.
Oh my.
Man,
It's a little orc
man.
child. It's like. So as you continue on, you start ascending.
Does the environment we're heading into, is it like getting more and more like barren and alpine? Okay.
Well, you're pretty sure somehow this area is alpine already.
Bagheera is thinking about provisions. He's thinking about like potable water, firewood, food that could be collected from the natural environment. Has it been no dice so far?
I mean, maybe the river could have been potable water.
Okay.
Not 100% sure. You are coming up to a waterfall.
Okay.
As far as vegetation, there's very little vegetation in the area.
Okay.
A lot of it is hard rock. So if anything, they're very small. And it's very dry by the ravine.
Yep.
But as you start getting closer to the waterfall, you can start to see more greenery on
Cool.
the side of the mountain.
So as we get closer to the waterfall, do you guys want to take a break
Yeah.
and have some of the fruit and cheese that he brought and
Exactly.
some LaCroix and stuff.
So,
Heat wave.
you guys are heading up towards the falls, and you can see that it is definitely getting cooler, and there is you can definitely hear the waterfall quite large. You can see it back from the camp too as well. It's hard to miss. Now, as you approach, you can see that's fairly mossy over here, and it's actually getting very cool. It's a little misty from all the water coming down, and you can see that the trail continues behind the waterfall. The waterfall's actually coming out, and then the trail goes behind it and switchbacks up behind the waterfall.
It doesn't look like we'll get wet going,
Probably
well,
will get
the
wet.
difference between damp but like soaked.
It doesn't look like you're gonna get soaked, but it's pretty wet over there.
Okay.
There's definitely, you're guessing from the way it's kind of eroded, even though the trail over here is cut directly into the rock, you can see there's wear on it from all the water.
A pair of resident magicians were speaking about manipulating water. Is that something you could assist us with here to make a clearer path without necessarily get us less wet as we head into the cold place?
Yeah, I can try to keep water from getting it.
Is there anything around, like, foliage-wise, or like big leaves, or things like that you
Nothing
could
big, but there's
assemble?
there's a lot of moss, there's a lot of ferns.
All right.
It kind of looks like there might be algae growing on the rocks as well.
So I'm just trying to think if there's something I could fashion, like a little parasol or something for the kids. I also want to check their shoes of my little guys. I want to check their shoes to see if I can like cut some divots or something in their shoes to give them more grip, since I hear it can be slippery.
Let's see. Two of them are wearing shoes. One isn't wearing shoes at all.
Okay.
Just barefoot.
He's got hooves.
How's your toenails, Ked?
Yeah.
Maybe I take moss and make little mossy moccasins.
Mossy.
Yeah.
What if we cluster around you and you divert the water around you in a 5-foot cube, and you could ferry us across in little groups?
Yeah, you can try that.
While we wear our mossy shoes,
Mossy shoes.
the shoes of moss.
So
Okay.
the trail seems to go directly behind it. There's a little bit of water just because of wind and things being pushed. The trail is about 5 feet across at that point. And the waterfall, you can tell, which is in front of the trail. So here, this is the side of the mountain, and then here is the trail, and the waterfall's coming down over it, and the trail switchbacks behind the waterfall.
Ah, I see.
So is it like you cross behind the waterfall, then you kind of come out from under it on one side, and then
Multiple
go
times.
back,
Yeah.
and each time you go under the waterfall, or behind the waterfall, it's about 5 feet through.
Yeah. So. Let me show this real quick.
Is that a repurposed flute case?
It's actually it used to be a microphone case
Ah.
that I just hadn't know what to do with for a long time. Perfect.
It is perfect. Yeah.
And it used to like block itself from only opening 90 degrees, and I took it apart and took out the little things so that it could because I was I don't want to have a place to roll dice where like it's like blocking.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, so the waterfall's coming down here, and then your switchback behind it.
Bagheera will push on,
All right.
see what it's like.
All right. Are you gonna take the kids with you? Or are you gonna go by yourself?
For the first peak, he'll just go by himself, and he says, you know, I'll be back in less than a minute.
All right. So as you're just walking out there, it's a little slippery, but you know, it doesn't seem like it's too bad to you. It's extremely loud because of the water coming
Yeah.
down. It's,
Okay.
it's almost deafening,
Mm.
and it kind of echoes from all the rock face.
Would it be possible to kind of clear the path of water using ship water?
Yeah, you probably could do that.
Okay. So seeing you know you're kind of slippery, I kind of Moses pushed some of the water away on the floor.
He's parting the tiny puddles.
Okay. Over the roar of the waterfall, you get the whatever this world's equivalent of a thumbs up is.
Now there's approximately
Rabbit Moses.
24 of you total. So how do you want to do that?
Is the shape of this trail conducive to sitting one of us somewhere to arrest the fall of someone who slipped, or is that not practical?
I mean, you could stay behind them if that's what you're saying, in case they slid towards you.
Okay,
But
so
if they were to go off the side, I don't think you
there's not much we could do about that.
What if we could suspend, like, so one of us goes across for each crossing, bring the rope across, and we'll hold, you know, maybe we
School
can either
field trip.
wrap it around a rock maybe, or
Yeah,
something sturdy.
I like this idea. Yeah,
and I'll
it's a
keep
little
I'll keep the
slower
path
but
clear of
sure.
slippery water.
Good thinking. So yes, I guess we're using one of us as like a secure location, or secure as we can get, as like an anchor, and then we'll rope them up by ones or twos, so that even if they do slip, we have a chance of belaying them.
Well, I am pretty sturdy.
All right. So if we could get Aldrich across in the lead.
Okay. So you're gonna cross under the waterfall and go to the other side?
Yeah, I'll keep the path clear of water so you don't slip.
Thank you.
Okay. Make it across fine.
And then we'll try to tie off one of the or two of the kids to, say by two, see if that works, to Aldrich's rope and send them through.
Okay, so there's one person on each side holding the rope, is what you're saying?
That's
Or
what I was
is the child just tied to the rope and
Oh, I misunderstood your plan.
Aldrich is holding the rope?
Yeah,
Yeah, you were thinking like a guide rope and then the kids.
yeah, like having like a sort of like a taut rope
Yeah.
that they
Got
could
it.
hold onto, and then if they slip, they could at
Yeah.
least
That's what I was
they're
thinking.
being
Okay.
kind of held, and then
Yeah.
they could all just kind of shimmy on through.
We'll amend that then. So rather than the child tied to the rope, Bagheera will plant himself somewhere so that it's taut, and then they can use it as a handrail.
And they're gonna use it as a hand. Okay. So are you gonna do that for all of them?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, I'll just stand there keeping the path clear of water.
Well, you can only do a small part of it. This is a large waterfall, no, so that's it.
But I can pretty much do like when the kids walking, like have it all right.
Sure. Why not? Sounds good.
We can sacrifice time for caution.
Yeah.
Maybe maybe we can shuttle maybe a few kids at a time and I'll go with them, like behind them, so that we're like sending them up along the road.
Okay,
to, like,
so
track 'em.
how many groups at a time? Like how many people are going across?
3 by 3, like we were doing before. We did 3 kids at a time.
You're gonna do 3 kids with 1 adult, or are you gonna do? just
Yes,
3
3 kids, 1 adult.
Okay.
Yes, I will go next. I will take my kids. Come, Pliny.
So far we have 1 person on one side and everybody else on.
Yeah,
Alright. And then you're gonna go
yeah,
with 3 of the kids.
Yes.
So 4 of you.
yes.
Alright. You make it across easily, yeah.
Woo!
No problem at all.
I will go now. Company.
This world's thumbs up.
Okay, yeah, you're fine. You make it across.
We should send, do you, Calacoos, do you want to escort Aldrich's kids and then come back?
Okay, yeah. Okay. I escort Aldrich's kids across.
Okay. Yeah,
Them,
easily.
There.
and now I'm back. I'll take my kids across then.
Okay, so you're gonna go back
I'll come
first?
back, yeah.
Yeah, it's fine.
So now I'm on the other side with the kids.
Oh, so you're
Or-
with the big group and then you're gonna
Oh,
go
right,
back across.
that's right. Radical is escorting them, right? Or
No, I
or-
went with my group.
Oh, that's
and then
right, we
he
all
took-
went with
Radical's
her.
already on the other side.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So I
I-
took them. So I took Aldrich's, and then I took mine. Or was going to take mine.
Okay, so then you go back one more time with the kids. And so once you get to the other side with the kids, it seems fine. You guys hear a crack,
Oh,
and there's a very large block of ice that falls down and hits the trail area. Who's holding on to the rope?
Oh, us two.
Aldrich and Figure.
All right. Both of you can either make Dex or Athletics.
Okay.
Acrobatics or athletics.
12.
Are we, because we're trying to, like, we see the rope like getting snagged on this ice
the
boulder?
rope is going to get hit, yes.
Okay. That's a 1.
Okay.
Plus some, plus
So that-
8, I think. So
That's
9.
That's a 9 on
Athletics.
athletics, okay.
Yeah.
12 athletics.
12 athletics. Okay, so you guys, now was it tied to either of you?
yeah, it's tied to me at least.
Okay, so you,
So I think I'm imagining as sort of, he starts to think like, oh, I'll cut it, and then like
okay.
panics.
Yeah, so he's you said athletics, so you're trying to brace it.
Yeah.
The thing hits, you are on it, you slide forward, you get thrown into the air towards the ice as the ice falls off.
Yeah.
Now you can make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Dexterity. 13.
Okay, so you go flying in the air and you land and you slide and you stop yourself right before you fall off the side.
Great.
You're now like directly under the waterfall.
Okay. He will try to figure out which way he's supposed to go, and then
Okay.
gingerly go that way.
Do you want to go towards Alric, or do you want to go back towards the people that haven't crossed yet?
I have to go back towards the people that haven't crossed yet.
Okay, all right, you make it.
Cool.
Look it up. Are there any other big icicles that could potentially fall?
It wasn't an icicle.
Oh.
It just came over the top.
Oh.
Interesting. Was there, reflecting back, was there any, no, I suppose there wouldn't have been any noticeable auditory that was too loud? Or
Does it look like there was a trajectory? Like, what, did it sort of go?
It
over
looks like it-
like
got
a
pulled over by the
glacier up
water.
there sort of broke apart?
Yeah, or was it like a straight line, like there was?
No, it looks like, so basically the cliff is here, the water's coming off like this because of the force of the water this way. The ice is heavier and it drops down.
So, in assessing it in that situation, Bagheera is trying to figure out if the rope had not been tying us together, we would have been fine on either side. Is that correct?
Maybe, I mean, you could have, depends on how hard you hold on to it.
Oh, well,
If you
I
let
mean,
go,
the
if you
point of
decide-
danger for us was the rope,
If
right? It
you
was only,
decide- Yeah.
we could have
but-
let go, maybe.
If somebody was under it, they could have been hit.
Okay,
If you
so-
let go of it, you might have lost the rope.
So it was the people being under it that might have been hurt. Okay. Okay, let's see, who's still over here? Is it just you and me among the adults
I think so.
on this side?
Yeah.
It's possible,
4 of the adults and 6 of the children have made it across.
well, now knowing that that is a danger, I think we should escort the kids. I have a shield, and if that's the most I can do to protect someone who's under there against an ice chunk. Is there anything you can do?
I could.
So there's 2 of you with 14 kids.
Could
But having seen this happen from the other side, I'm going to summon up my mage hand and send it across the little bridge area here. Just sort of have it in the air. It can only carry 10 pounds, but could be helpful. And you guys will see this ethereal hand moving around like this above the trail.
I'll look for a coin in my purse that has a token on one side that indicates like the equivalent of like heads up. Like we've got heads and tails on our coins. The heads I think has a slightly more positive connotation. It's a weak correlation. We'll put it in the mage hand, I guess, because Bagheera thinks that Pliny is looking for an indication that we're okay on our side, so that's what he does.
Okay.
I'm just sending the mage hand sort of back and forth above the path.
So yes, perhaps in the meantime, do you think we should keep using the rope?
I think so.
Do you want to
So what I could do
cross with the kids, or do
I
you
can-
want me to try and cross with the
is,
kids?
what we could do is you could try to cross with the kids, and I'll hold an action. So if another big ice thing comes over, maybe I can turn that into just regular water. Using shape water.
Good try.
All right.
So I'll do that. So instead of clearing the pass, I'll keep my hands up. So if I see another ice thingy, I'll put it to turn into just regular water.
Okay.
All right. So you can hold on to the rope, and Bagheera will cross with a trio of kids, shield at the ready, and then return to your side, or attempt to.
Okay, so you're crossing with them
Yes.
and then returning. Okay.
And if I make it over there, I'll report, not the
Alright.
plan.
Can you make a dexterity saving?
Dexterity saving throw. 8.
Okay, it's pretty slippery. I'm not sure you want to continue.
Okay. So I guess we
My
turn
mage
back
hand
if we can.
will swoop down and like sort of support him from the back. Put its hand on
And
his back.
if his judgment is that it's not, we can't continue, then he'll turn back
You
with the kids.
you think your boots or something, maybe you just got like pieces of ice and
Okay.
just water soaked into it, so now the bottom got moss and
Yeah.
stuff, so you're not getting a good traction like you
Are the kids experiencing difficulty or just
were. Just
Bagheera? He'll send the kids on.
okay. Wow, the kids make it across very easily.
But then Bagheera will turn back and come back to your side.
Okay. Do I see you with your feet kind of starting to slip?
Yes, the kids, to the best of my knowledge, as far as I could see, made it across. I think
Okay.
you can probably tell from
Oh,
the
yeah.
slack in the rope. But I got to a point where I just couldn't find solid footing.
Okay. But I can see him though, right?
You can see them.
Okay. I'm gonna clear the water off of your feet.
I will attempt to return.
Okay. You gonna try and cross on your own or with the kids?
No, I'm just, at this point, I'm just trying to get unstuck from the waterfall and get back to Beezus.
Oh, yeah, you got that.
Okay. What can I do?
You're still there with your kids, or you're
No, I
with
crossed.
us?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we just have 3 kids left.
Just you guys, yeah, and
I
your
mean,
Get over. Or did we
yes.
get them all over?
You've moved 9 kids so far.
Do I judge that
I
it
think he
will
brought his
help me
set over, right?
to,
So, and he took her kids over, and I took mine, and Plenty took his.
I think we've got just,
Oh, Plenty took his? Because he didn't say
Plenty
he did.
came right after me.
He didn't say he took his kids.
Oh, I thought he
I thought he
did.
was taking, yeah.
I didn't hear him say he took his kids.
Oh, I thought he took his crew.
okay, so does that mean we have 6 left to deal with?
Yeah, if that's the case, then yes.
Lenny,
Okay.
you forgot your kids.
No, I brought them with me when I went.
Okay, I didn't hear that, but
Oh yeah.
Okay.
that's fine.
Does
So it's just the 3 then.
in the
And the
Garrett's
2 of you.
judgment is it would it he'll walk around a little bit and see if he thinks it'll be easier to go barefoot rather than slippery shoes, or if it's not any better.
How are you gonna, you're judging this?
There's always mathematics.
Do survival.
It's 19.
You think you could either spend time cleaning your shoes
Okay.
or go barefoot? If you go barefoot, it's pretty cold.
Yeah.
You could do it.
What do I have? I'll just take the time to clean up. In the meantime, do you want to cross now with the kids, or how do you want to do this?
Why don't you see if you can get yourself situated?
Okay.
I'm pretty weak. I'm small, so more physical help I can get better. So if you need help, I can get the ice sweat from your shoes. Or,
Okay. Yeah, I'll clean up as best I can.
okay.
I'm still trying to help everybody with nature, steady them, and hold them, and
It
protect
may
them.
be, although the contingency to try to disrupt an iceberg is a good idea, the slightly drier pathway may be more beneficial.
Okay, so I'll focus on that.
All right, so we'll try and go back to the original plan and
Hope for the best.
hope for the best. Yeah.
All right.
So yeah, I'm going back to keeping the walkway clear.
Okay. Yeah, you make it across. You think it's fine.
Okay.
All right.
So I think that if I understand right, that leaves only these over
Yes.
there. Okay.
So seeing that, I'll just walk across, keeping the area clean.
And he just hops.
Okay.
Just hops
Which
from
one
one
for
side.
Can
to
you
the
make
other.
a dexterity saving throw?
Yeah. Oh. 19.
Oh. So a big block of ice comes falling down, but he jumps out of the way just in time. Kind of slides to a stop at your guys' feet.
Well
A
done.
cool surfer pose.
Yeah.
Only 5 more switchbacks to go.
Only 2 more.
No,
So I forgot I've got these pitons in with me.
Oh, good. Oh, there you
So
go.
maybe we could hammer them into the cliff and get a more sturdy rope bridge this time. Or maybe that would just get clobbered by another piece of ice.
Should we consider, there are 2 things that come to mind. One, how many hours of daylight do we have left?
At this point, you're guessing probably 4.
4. And we
But
should, yeah.
the top of the waterfall is glowing because you know that there's the glowing glacier above your head.
Right. We should think about where we intend to camp.
Well, there's the beautiful
It is getting dark.
Mountain Crashing Stone
Afternoon.
Peak, and then that we hit on the other side of this thing.
have we made it through the waterfall? Aren't there
No, we
like
have more
three more?
switchbacks.
We've made it through one waterfall. The other thing to consider is if we examine the lay of the land, is there a way to avoid the waterfall by going off the trail? Either up the sort of the slope, or perhaps some sort of internal cave system we could keep an eye out for.
Well, they did say that Mount Crashing Stone has tons of caves, but
Yes, let us
take a look.
finish negotiating the waterfall before we camp. I do not want to camp next to Frostbite Fall.
Well, what I'm suggesting
you're
is that
saying-
camping at the top of the mountain may not be ideal.
But amongst the falls of the frost seems so dangerous to me.
No, it would be. I think we should definitely either keep going up to the top of the mountain or turn around. Not stay here. I agree with you there.
So I'm gonna look around right now and see, can I see anything that looks like it would be there would be a cave or
No.
potential area for a
No.
cave?
Aaron,
The caves that it's talking about, the whole area is the mountain. This is the peak of the mountain that you're heading towards. The highest point. It's like a volcanic crater, essentially.
Well, I like this piton idea. We can do that to sturdy the rope and take another switch back.
Yeah, let's lead on.
Calicoos.
I've got some magic snowshoes. I wonder if they might help me have some traction, or because I used them to walk on water last time.
Do you have magic snowshoes?
I have magic snowshoes.
she does.
What do they do?
They make snow or ice that is difficult terrain for reason of being snow or ice no longer difficult terrain.
So maybe we're not there yet with the snowshoes. Well, anyway,
Those might
I'll
come
go
in
ahead.
handy on the
Yeah,
top.
I'll keep them close, and I'll go ahead and cross the next path, carrying the rope with me. I'm gonna actually first I'm gonna hammer a piton into a nearby rock,
Okay.
and then
Can you give me a survival?
yeah.
Actually, I should have you roll it afterwards. But that's fine.
Oh,
Yeah, no,
okay.
it's good.
So that's 17.
Yeah. Seems like you're able to get it in there pretty good.
Okay. So then I'm gonna cross, and carry the other end of the rope with me across.
Why don't you give me a dexterity check, or dexterity saving throw?
That's gonna be a 6.
Okay. So, as he starts walking out there, he's got the rope in his hand. He
Who's holding the other end?
I don't know.
No,
He's
No,
walking
can't
out there
forget
and you
it.
see
Oh,
him
we never
slip
did.
and go off the side.
Oh,
Who does?
hold on to that rope!
Rush to brace the rope.
I'll let you make an initiative check.
Okay. Do 16.
All right. Do a athletics.
10.
Okay. So you grab onto it. You jump down. You grab onto it, and it pulls you with him. Is anybody else going to do anything as both of them go flying off the side?
I tackle him and bring him straight to the ground.
All right. Do an initiative check.
Oh, nat 20.
All right. So you're able. You catch up to him. Do a strength saving.
Not so good, so.
Okay, so she grabs on as you're flying. She grabs on and starts. You guys. She's holding on, but you slide. You guys are both being pulled by him as he's falling down.
Uh-huh.
Does anybody else want to do anything? Maybe you left.
It's not a reaction, but can I do an action?
No, it has to be a reaction.
Alright.
Alright. This is all happening in a matter of about 1 second.
I have my mage hand up. I can try to help one of them with mage hand, but it's pretty weak.
Yeah, it's not going to do it. Not 5 pounds of force isn't going to stop several people moving.
Yeah, silvery barbs I can only use if somebody succeeds on something, and then I can have them re-roll.
Yeah.
Can't use it if somebody fails.
And
And
you already used your spell check.
I have a remaining portent of 6, so
Yeah,
again
but
it
you
would
have
be
to
to
do
make
before they
somebody
roll
fail.
as well.
Right, I would have to use it to make somebody fail.
Yeah.
So I don't have anything really that I can do that I can think of.
Okay.
I don't have much, but I'm gonna be just herding the kids too, like watching the rope swing and trying to like herd the kids to stop them from getting clotheslined by this swinging rope.
Yeah, that was my reaction, so I
Yeah.
can't.
No, you're out of reactions.
So I mean, I guess so one person falls off, the next person tries to help them, they fall off, the next person tries to help them.
This is a series of events.
And where's the tail of the rope?
He
It's
crosses.
attached to the piton.
He starts crossing. He slips, falls off. He dives, grabs the rope, the end of the rope. It jerks him forward. He goes sliding off. She grabs him, can't brace herself, and she goes flying off.
And the rope is still attached to the wall with a piton?
No.
So there's still some rope left to grab if I want to try to save them?
Wait, is it
Sure.
there?
I'll say there is.
Yeah, we didn't attach it yet.
I thought you
Uh,
attached one side of it,
I
and then you
I
started
pounded
working
in
it
the
up.
piton, but I don't think I actually like
Oh.
attached the rope.
Do you
to it.
want to do an initiative check?
I'm thinking. Either I could, if I could figure out a way to stop them acrobatically,
You have 1 second to figure this out.
or I could jam my dagger into the end of the rope.
All right. So Pliny stands there, and he just can't decide what he wants to do. Are you going to do anything radical?
I'm just focused on the kids. I thought the rope was attached to the piton and
No.
flying
Okay, so
that way.
you're not going to do anything. All right, 3 default. Let's get.
You're
First, we're
falling.
going to get Constitution saving throws.
So remember, you're a monk, so you're not so worried.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
Oh,
Okay.
yes, another nat 20. 26.
13.
You're falling. You have a way to
13.
mitigate that as well.
So the
Oh,
two
no.
of you get hit by the water and take 8 damage, cold damage. It's absolutely freezing cold. Now you're both going to, all 3 of you are going to make dexterity saving throws. The 2 of you that got hit by the water take disadvantage.
Sorry, what was the last thing you said?
Dexterity saving throws at disadvantage. The 2 of you.
Disadvantage. Got it.
Now,
since now.
are they about to take damage from falling? Do they have another reaction they can use?
No, this is so far the same thing as happening.
Just the water so far.
12
12.
for dexterity.
Also
17.
7.
I
12.
switched dice. Yay. it's
12 for
12.
dexterity.
Okay. Okay, so the 2 of you take 14 falling damage. You take 7. You're now underneath, back on the trail, on the lower part of the waterfall area.
Okay.
So you've fallen down 1 tier.
Is the rope lost to us?
No.
Okay.
How much was the first? Was the water? Was 8? And then if I have slow fall, reduce falling damage by 20, does that?
Yeah,
Is
you
that
can have
fine? I can have it.
Cut it in half.
Okay.
Yes, it is 40.
where we've landed or managed to scramble on, are we in immediate danger of falling off from there, or have we found a stable place?
You're right on the trail, in the watery area behind the fall.
Okay.
So you start crossing by the fall, or down, hit, and
Um,
you're still directly behind the waterfall.
Gira will.
Now, if you fall again, your estimate is your fall is probably like 400 feet.
Right, quite far.
Or sorry, not 400 feet, 400 meters.
Great. We'll have time to think about it.
Yeah.
So how far down are they?
They fell down to the next part of the trail, which is about 40 feet.
Just about how far?
40 feet.
Okay. So I see you guys down there. I can see them, right? I can look over.
Yeah, you can see them.
Okay. I'm going to. There's two of you.
Three.
I'm gonna put my hands at them. I'm
Three.
going to twin vortex warp. Gotta magic these two.
You're down there
Up my
too, right?
back up.
She's down there too.
There's 3 of them.
Down to, yeah.
Are you going to just do 2 of them? Or
I can only do 2 right now. So
Okay,
I'll do him.
All right.
great.
You're all back up
We're back.
with us, thanks to Vortex Warp.
Yeah. Vortex Warp's coming in very handy.
It's a really useful spell.
super easy.
I told you about the time this woman was about to get sacrificed by a bad guy with a dagger, and she was shackled. Took her out of the shackles, put her on the other side of the room.
Nice.
It's
Safe.
such a cheap spell. Anyway, the,
Silvery barbs and Vortex Warp.
pretty much. I mean, that was the Strixhaven Uber combo.
Well, should we try again? A little bit smarter this time?
What should we do differently?
How about we attach one end of that rope to that piton
Yeah.
and maybe get some better traction on the. Would you be able to help with your with
I can clear
like
the
you
path.
did with
Yeah.
the path? So, I'm willing to give it another shot.
All right. Piton's still there. So.
Yeah. So okay, so we'll attach one end of the rope to the piton.
How much?
So we're gonna leave. If we're looking across, we can see it's how many feet to where we
It's
can.
about 30 feet. It's in
30 feet. Could we delay? Could we set up a,
You're gonna try and wrap around yourself.
maybe somebody, maybe could one of you wrap the rope around the piton and then wrap it around yourself so you can kind of arrest my fall if I fall this time.
I am not strong and I am not heavy. I'm sorry.
Yes, so use it as sort of like a pulley.
Like a pulley,
Yeah.
yeah. So if I fall, at least you'll be secured
Have more leverage.
yeah, you'll have some
Yeah,
leverage.
let's do that.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll call upon his second wind and prepare to belay using the pin as a pulley.
With the use of the dry, less slippery path.
Yeah, I'll do what I did before, and I'll keep the path.
Okay.
Now, what happened to make you slip? Was it just?
I don't know. Did I
Is-
just slip?
Did-
You rolled really bad.
Is
Yeah.
this something?
Okay. Yeah.
We can, if this is something that's going to kill our wards, we can just turn around.
Well, I think if we have this rope securely fastened across, then that ought to help a good deal.
We're here
as long
to
as
teach
something
them
doesn't
about
fall.
resilience and like conquest and moving forward and achieving things, not turning back.
I think that the prudence is at
Is
the
there a
heart of
turning
the-
back badge? I don't think I saw a turning back badge.
Yes, I will turn to the children. You see, Pliny the Younger and the other children, this is how teams work together to cross difficulties. Learn well.
As far as I can see from the map, we have to come back the same way.
Not necessarily. They said that whole like mountain is full of caves that possibly even go all the way to hell.
Ah, good point. Good point.
Which would be a good deal warmer than where we are now.
Well, I
Onward!
very well.
All right. So what's the plan?
My death is in your hands.
But you're into that, right? That's a good thing?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Yes, I think so. We're using this piton as
And
a...
he's tied it around himself?
Yeah. Yeah.
And
so I-
before they go, I'm just gonna touch both of them and give you guys 5 HP each, just to
Thank you.
give
Thank
you a
you.
little boost.
And I also touched the 2 on the back to give you guys both guidance. Good luck.
Oh, that's great.
Are you twin spelling it?
No, but I can cast it at will, so I can do 1 and then 1, right?
Yeah, well,
It's
I
concentration.
think it is a concentration spell, just double check.
Yep. Yeah, it lasts a minute.
I could be wrong.
No, it's
There's less.
concentration.
You could be wrong,
I
but you
think he
could
needs it
also be
more than I
right.
do, because he's crossing right now.
Okay, so I'll give it to him.
Yeah, it's concentration.
So yes, does that, and the pin is used as sort of a fulcrum point, like kind of a cheap pulley, right, to get a little bit of extra leverage if I have to, and I'll try to position myself ahead of time rather than rushing to wherever I see the rope dangling. So I'll try to maybe find a place where I can get the best footing that is available.
All right, why don't you do a survival check? No, actually, we'll wait and see.
Okay.
If the survival check works if something happens.
Thank you both Radical and
all right, so you're gonna
for your
cross?
help.
Yeah. So I proceed.
All right, is it dry, or are you just gonna dry it? Or
Oh yeah, I'll keep the pathway dry there. That is not okay. So shape water is not concentration. Sorry, it still has guidance.
Okay. Well, actually, you know what, you don't even have to roll.
Oh, I don't have to roll,
Because
okay.
he's keeping it dry.
Yeah.
And with ship water, you're gonna have more than one going at once, so you
Well,
can actually do 2.
you need to make a
life
dexterity
cubes.
saving throw.
Okay. That's a 15.
Okay, oh, jeez, okay. Do you want to jump forward, or do you want to jump back?
Jump. I'm gonna jump back.
Okay, you jump. Sorry. You jump back just in time as a block of ice hits, and you manage to dodge out of the way.
This ice is gonna mess up our taut rope plan, isn't it? If we get the rope across there, it's just gonna get.
I am ready to try with my
You
group
wanna
of
try?
children.
Do we just keep going?
Are you both holding the ropes? The
No, we're
piton?
pitoning it to the
We're
wall.
pitoning it,
We're
but
taking
if
the
a
wall,
block of
right?
ice drops on that, it's just gonna.
Maybe you can also like put your hand near it just
Do
in
we
case.
have it seems like we lack a contingency plan to deal with block of ice coming down on shoulders.
Well, we talked about shape watering it.
Well, he can't do that simultaneous with the.
I can shoot it with various things. For example, I can toll the dead it, and the bells will break the ice. You know,
Sorry,
the bells ding.
I know what you're talking
I can yell at it really loud with
can you see it coming with your bird?
Ah.
Oh, this is very smart. I can send Petunia way up to the top of the waterfall to look and watch to see if it is
so
coming.
that's a 600 foot or 600 meters up.
Yeah.
Could she see it falling as it's?
Well, she
coming
could
down?
see it, but she couldn't telepathically tell me from 600 feet up or 600 meters up. She could see it, but
But she just has to be high enough, right?
So she go out in front
50
and
feet or something.
she could go high enough, 100 feet. She can still talk to me telepathically from 100 feet. So she can go up 100 feet and then give me a warning that would change what we can do from a reaction to an action. We'd have a couple seconds.
I suppose someone.
If she's looking up, if she's 100 feet above us and she's looking up,
All right, I will give you an action.
Ah,
Get that
and
out.
you get the telepathic information.
Someone is better than none.
my action will be, what? Frozen rock! Ice cube! Then everybody else gets a reaction instead of an
Mage
action.
hand.
I'm
No,
not.
yeah.
So,
Okay, I'm doing it. I'm taking it.
All right.
Okay.
So I'm gonna. Can I try to cross with my kids?
What would you do? So what will you do when you're aware of a?
I can toll the dead and break it up. I can
Okay.
do all sorts of stuff.
Okay.
You can do.
I can Tasha's mind
you
whip
can do
it.
Arcana check.
Okay. 18.
Alright, you're pretty sure Toll the Dead will not damage the ice.
What about Shatter?
Well, Shatterwood.
But then again,
Shatterwood based on the spell text.
Oh, Shatter 100%.
Yeah.
if that would
You don't
repair
think
the
that Phantom Bells vibrating in the air is
the-
going to do
the
something?
target is a creature. Out there.
Doesn't-
Well, anyway, I can do something.
All right.
I can damage it with magnified gravity.
Ah, it'll make
Make
it
it
crash
fall
down
harder.
faster.
So fast that it misses them.
if
I can use disguise self to make me look like another ice chunk. That doesn't want to hurt.
if you are committed to crossing, then I have you belayed as best I can.
Yeah, I mean, I have an action, so I could use the dash action as my action. So, anyway,
Sorry, kids.
it's a dream, man. It's a dream. Let's see what happens. So, if you guys would just put your hands near the rope in case it comes off the piton. My kids are going. I'm saying, children, the most important part of being a beetle dung scout is to be brave. And so we will be brave. And I will acrobatically handspring across the pathway, guiding the children with my
watch me
bounces.
an acrobatics check while you cross.
It's a 19.
Oh, you easily do it across. Well, yes, you easily do it across.
And Petunia's
And-
watching.
And the kids quickly follow you. They're quite happy about it.
Be well. Tell them I say hello. Eat an extra taco for me.
So you made it. You're good.
And the kids. I say, you see, children, this is how Pliny the Younger and Pliny the Elder do. We do not fall. We rise. Thank you for pitoning a rope, for I am not athletic. Only tricksy. Are you still over there? Are you still over there?
Everybody is over there except for you. You were with the traffic was over there.
Oh, everyone crossed the second crossing?
No, second crossing. You are the
You were the only one who's.
Oh, wow. Oh, you guys all fell off. Okay. All right. Well, I will wave at you guys from the other side. Give you some thumbs up.
And
And
you're still
Petunia.
keeping watch. Petunia's still keeping watch for the.
Yeah, Petunia will keep watch.
Is Calacuz not over there? Didn't he run the line across?
I didn't go. I didn't try again.
No,
So he went across
with the kids.
with the kids
With
while
no,
Petunia
with no,
was watching
with no guide rope.
with no guide rope.
Okay.
Or no, he did. No, he took.
He
But-
just had it with him.
Yeah, he had it with him, and we were
Alright.
holding the piton.
I've got the solution. So I'm gonna have Petunia. I'm gonna waste my last second level spell slot. I'm gonna make Petunia come back down to me and cast Dragon's Breath on her, fire, and send her back up 100 feet in the air. She can blow a 15-foot cone of fire on a falling ice chunk.
For how long?
That's a great question. Only a minute. So before she does that, I'll fucking write a note on a rock and throw it across to you
You got
guys.
the rope, so you can send it back on the rope.
Okay, I'll write a note on a rock
Yeah.
and throw it across at you guys that says everybody needs to make it over here in less than a minute and go. And I'll cast Dragon's Breath on Petunia. I'll send her 100 feet up in the air.
All right.
And make sure that you guys know you have a minute to get over here.
All right, keeping the pathway clear.
All right. Keep the pathway clear. Everybody's going up one.
Okay, everybody, line up according to height. Okay, guys.
This is the TPA.
This is it.
No, you guys have made it across.
Whee!
Petunia, as the final person goes, Petunia blows like a fireworks show of fire up in the air
And all the kids are
before
like,
the spell wears
Only
off.
one more switchback to go.
No, we're done. We're done with the switchbacks.
Yeah, you only got one more to go.
There's one more.
Well, we're done with the spell slots, I'll tell you that. You guys are going, you guys are going.
Everybody, this last one, just run. Just go.
So 1, 2, are we on the right side of the falls or the left side of the falls?
You're currently on the right side of the falls towards the lake.
All right, you guys. It was nice knowing you. I'm gonna take one of the pitons and the rope, and I'm gonna acrobatically handspring across the last thing, and hopefully so deftly that I avoid ice chunks, where I will try to slam the thing
Make
into
an
the wall
acrobatics check.
so that everybody can have a rope.
Before we attempt this third one, I have a geographic question.
I might be about to die, so.
Does that mean the waterfall, the Frostbite
Yep.
Falls,
Yeah, you're fine.
is that separating us from the glowing glacier, or is that separating us from the rest of Mount Crashing Stone Peak?
I'm not sure I understand your question.
We're going towards Crashing Stone, this third one.
Okay.
We went away, then towards.
You're technically
vice
on
versa.
Crashing Stone.
Yeah, we're heading towards the peak.
Everywhere is Crashing Stone.
Okay.
The peak is above, and when you get to the top, you can go to the peak, or you can go to the glacier, or you can go to both.
Got it.
So when I get to the other side, I'm gonna try to secure the piton and the rope and toss it back so that they'll have
All right, make a
something to.
survival. I'll do the survival after. Not right now. All right, he pitons it and he tosses you guys back the rope.
All right,
We do it
same-
with Petunia's
same-
help, though.
Same plan as before.
Same as before. I'll keep the walkway clear.
Okay, so how are we doing this?
Well, there's no hurry this time, so probably an adult and 3 kids.
Okay.
And so they're holding the rope with the 3 kids next to them, going.
Yeah.
All right.
All right,
Which adults?
I'll go.
Okay. Radicals across with for 3 kids. Planes on the other side as well.
No, I didn't bring my kids with me, so I'm
No,
gonna
no.
wave at my kids.
Plenty ways back, and then he starts going on his own.
Forward.
He makes it. He's fine.
I give him a hug. I was very worried for you, Pliny.
I'll bring my 3 across.
Okay. You're fine as well.
Oh, shoot.
Alright, I'll go. Bring my 3
Do you want to
across.
bring one of Pliny the Elders as well? So we'll have groups of 4, I suppose, for the last couple of us.
Sure. Yeah.
You have this rope that I secured for you, so
Yeah.
you guys are safe as full.
You're fine. Yeah.
Can I train my eyes towards the top of the waterfall to see
You
if
wanna
I
go next
catch
or
anything
last?
falling?
I'll have to go last because I'm clearing
You
the...
can. You're just gonna stay there
Okay.
and stand there and watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do that.
See if I get a heads up on anything.
Bagheera will proceed with his 3 and the last Pliny's.
Okay.
4 total.
Did you make a dexterity saving throw?
Attempted. That is 19.
2 of the kids are going to get hit by the ice.
Is there?
But I was looking for
Is
ice.
there-
Oh, that's right. So you get an action.
Yay! So I see ice falling down towards the kids,
See the ice falling down towards the group that are crossing.
and you're telling me I would know Toll the Dead wouldn't do anything?
Yes.
Okay, well, I know magnified gravity sucks, but it does do force damage to an area, and it affects.
So your guess is if you use some kind of area effect,
Mhm.
or if you use some kind of targeted attack, you may be able to break them with your impulse.
Well, I don't have anything that can target a non-creature. I've got Tasha's Mind Whip and Toll the Dead for targeting things. So, and Toll the yeah,
So it's not gonna work.
and I've got Mind Sliver.
That's not
Yeah. So magnified gravity would do an area of effect in which it does 2d8 force damage in that.
You can certainly try it.
I might crush these kids. But
Worth a shot.
I'm gonna try it. So I see ice coming down from the top of the waterfall, and I go like this, and I make a sphere of gravity energy that the ice falls through, and it hopefully takes force damage.
Roll it up.
Does the ice make con save DC
No,
15?
It doesn't make a constitution, so just roll it up.
Alright. If it fails, it's 2d8 force damage and movement halved until the next turn.
Okay.
Yeah, that's. Oh, these are d10s. I'm like 13. 10.
Yeah, it's enough. So you break it apart. Woo! And so the two kids that didn't move out of the way, they're like this, and it just goes above their heads.
But one dagger of ice stabs into my kid.
Yeah, exactly. It's pointing and it's like, oh.
No, he's already here with me. I hugged him.
It flew across from the shrapnel from the...
Oh no. Yeah, this is.
Okay. Yeah, you guys made it across. Okay.
All right.
Yay.
Is that everybody?
No, the
Nope.
rabbit has to go.
No.
One more group.
Just gonna do a bunny hop.
Right. Yeah, unfortunately, I can't hop my 3 kids, so I'll keep in the area clear. I'll carefully bring my 3 kids over.
With you. And you find it.
Sweet.
You make it across. You've made it all the way across. You are good.
Good job.
Surviving the sea thing.
See that, kids?
We did it.
Horn.
I have 1 charge on the horn.
Let's go to the peak.
See that, kids? The way to
Yeah.
survive is to let us strong people do magic and strong things. And
You see, children, bravery is the best thing. Just run into the face of danger.
Just a time check, I have to leave in about half an hour.
Okay.
Yep. So it's 4:30. So anybody that has a hard out at 5, it's 30 minutes away.
So, you guys, after that, pretty easily, somewhat exhausting hike, make it to the top just as the light starts going down over the horizon. To one side, you see, you're actually, it's kind of flat where you are. To one side, you can see that there is the peak. You can see also the glacier, which is extremely bright. It's giving off a huge amount of light. And around the glacier, you can see that there's water collecting, and it's creating that water. It's actually coming off the glacier.
So there wasn't a frost giant throwing.
No, it wasn't
chunks
a
at us.
frost giant,
Oh, okay.
but let's see a couple of things real quick. Aldrich, make a not a constitution, strength saving throw.
10.
10?
Yeah.
Can you make a constitution saving throw?
16. Nope, wait. 16. Yay. Turtle bag.
Meritorious.
That's about right, actually. given the
Radical, can you make a charisma saving throw with advantage?
Oh, let's see. Ooh, my. That's gonna be 25.
Whoa.
Whoa.
I wish I had a second mercenary.
Make a dexterity save.
Yay! I hope I roll high enough, Daddy. Ah! Yay! A dexterity save, you say?
Yes, save.
19. Woo! I get a flippy badge? Yay!
Pharaoh.
For flippy.
Whoa. Flippy flippies.
I'm a sparrow.
And then
I'm a sparrow, guys.
the two of you can make wisdom saving throws.
17.
9.
And make an intelligence saving throw.
Oh man.
Wait,
12. Huh?
Nothing happened.
Ah.
Oh, but you got a scholar badge. I wish I had a scholar badge. I'll trade you. Trade you
Okay, so
Sparrow for scholar.
that points us in the direction of
The peak.
You can either go to the glowy one that might have a bunch of souls trapped inside of it that want to break out and destroy like all humanity, or we
Was
can
that in
go-
the guide?
Yeah.
Oh.
Ah, but
Guidebook.
nothing in our game is allowed to have trapped souls.
She read the guidebook.
But nobody does know why it glows, and if we can figure it out and be the first, I bet that's a pretty cool badge. But it could also be an intimidation ice dragon.
Caves and the bowels of hell.
Yes, or a cave to the bowels of hell. But the caves could be a cool way to get down, but I don't make it a good camping spot.
Without the jamboree, protective Thunderdome when they all froze. Oh, so the Thunderdome protects us in some way.
Either way, it's going to be an amazing view, but evidently the glowing glacier is blinding.
Interesting. Blinding glacier.
So,
So are we choosing between the peak and the glacier?
yeah.
Caves or glacier?
Slowly brighter
Drawn
over
to the
time.
glacier.
Huh?
I'm drawn to the glacier.
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 Glacier! Glacier!
Bright
Glacier!
and shiny,
Glacier!
bright and
Glacier!
shiny,
Glacier!
bright
All
and
right.
shiny.
So the glacier is extremely large. It's actually taller than the main peak of the mountain. The only reason it's not counted is because it's made of ice. So as you start approaching the glacier, the area is very extremely cold. It seems like the glacier is just radiating cold itself. And you can see pieces of ice forming in the water as it slowly moves towards the waterfall. And the closer you get, the brighter it is. It's like looking into headlights. And it just gets brighter and brighter and brighter as you're approaching it. You're guessing you're probably about 500 feet away from it, and if you look directly at it, you're completely blind.
Can we fashion like a protective
Moss shades.
a sash blindfold to protect the eyes?
You can try it.
I will squint.
What's
I will
You're already
Things you do
squinting.
for eclipses.
Everybody's
I
already
will,
squinting, trying to look at it.
I will minor illusion some sunglasses onto my eyes.
All right, yeah, you're still completely blinded.
And because I know it's an illusion, I can still see through it.
Yes.
We could walk backwards towards it. We could walk backwards.
What tools do we have to deal with the blinding frozen glacier?
Can anyone? Does anyone have blind sight? How's Petunia doing? Is she blinded too?
Yes, everybody's blinded that looks at it.
What are we hoping to? What's our goal?
Well, evidently, if you make it to the peak of the glacier, you might get Everlight.
Yeah. Let's walk backwards. I'm gonna start walking backwards.
Okay. You're gonna start walking backwards? Alright, why don't you give me a dexterity saving throw and a perception check.
Okay. Children, quiet down. Dexterity save. 11. No, 12. And perception. Low.
Alright. So Pliny turns around, he starts going like this, and he just kinda
11 also.
whee, and lands on his backside.
Have you?
Ow!
Yeah.
We have a few tinkerers here. At least 3 or 4 of you.
And
right?
on the ground, you can feel the ground is like extremely cold. In fact, when you land, and you can feel your skin like peeling as you pick your hand off the ground. Yeah.
Ah.
It feels kind of almost like Velcro.
It is very cold here.
Have any of you ever been inside a building with a pinpoint entrance of light?
I was saying, pinhole camera.
Can any of you clever people make a camera obscura? We can sort of project an image onto a sheet or something.
Well, I do have
If we
paper.
walk backwards, we can sort of see.
Well,
I have paper and a quill.
I have,
Can I use
I
that?
have extra clothes I could
Alright.
drape over.
this is what I want to try. I have an alms box, and I want to try to put a little hole in my alms box, and then I have a blanket, so I can put a blanket over my head and hold my alms box and like look into it and try to make a pinhole camera that does the refraction inside.
How are you making the hole in
I'm gonna use my the tip of my javelin.
it? The tip of your
The
javelin.
tip.
Alright.
You can use my dagger. It
Or
is
a dagger,
smaller.
okay.
Same difference.
Yeah, I'm gonna do like a tiny hole in the little hole in the top,
Alright.
little hole in the side.
I have a little knife too for like.
You can do a dexterity check.
Not my strongest suit, but
Not a saving throw check.
big creative. Bleh. No. This looks 7.
Okay. She just kind of does this and she goes. and
My alms box.
yeah, she's got a new coin slot.
I can try to do it with a quill and paper.
And then what's it projecting onto?
I don't know how these things work.
Okay.
Like I'm telling you who understand it. Like I can do it with a quill and paper.
Is the alms box destroyed?
Well, you could probably line the paper inside of my alms box and then try to do it if I didn't crush it open too bad.
This is a good idea.
Let's try it.
I will put a little hole in my paper with a quill,
Okay, you put a hole in your paper.
and I will give it to you.
Well, you could,
Or no, give me the
yeah,
box.
I'll give you the box.
I will try to put the paper in the box to cover the hole, so there is paper with a pinhole.
You can see it's like almost like a laser beam of light where the blade went through, and the hole is letting light through, but it's so much light coming just from this much gap.
Okay. So, yeah, so we walk blindly into the glue ice. Is this our plan?
Well, I also have like my censer and incense, so I could burn incense and make smoke. Just go swinging around and see if we can make like a smoke cloud that might diffuse the light a little bit. This would be my
Well,
thought.
I have an ever smoking pipe. I can make a cloud of fog.
I don't know if
but
that would help.
Well,
it would. We are already blind. It would make us more blind.
If you can put it some distance between us and the glacier, that may reduce the ambient light.
That is a good idea. You know, I have the pipe tied to a string. You know, I can throw the pipe ahead to make a fog cloud up there, and then that will
Is it an attunement item?
stop the light from falling on me. I don't think so.
Then I'm going to say you have to touch it in order to activate it.
Well, I have used it in this way before. I can activate it and then throw it ahead on a string.
But the wild magic of the jamboree.
But
Yeah.
I could carry it there wearing the snowshoes.
Or I
and
could
walking
use.
backwards.
Oh, that is a good idea, but you are still blind. But
I'd be
yes,
blind, but
just make sure to give it back. I can also light one of my cans of flammable kerosene and throw it ahead of us, and it will explode and create smoke. But the ever-smoking pipe seems like a smarter idea to me.
Yeah.
There'd be a way to get like some soot from the ever smoking pipe. Is that
Some soot?
Yes, to sort of put underneath their eyes as like football players.
If you stand in the smoke, I'm sure it will collect on you.
Oh, it's not
So I will pull out the pipe and activate it.
Okay.
It has a string tied to it. I will put it in his face to see if any soot collects on his face. I will wait a little while.
No, and it's just putting that's not gonna.
And then I will give it to Kalakuz and say, please, I really like this pipe. Please don't lose it. And I will give it to you.
He's saying if you fall off the mountain, try to throw that back.
And yes, we are all surrounded in a fog of cloud. A fog of cloud. Will you blindly snowshoe forward, my monkin friend?
All right, so
Okay.
there is a fog cloud.
Go forth.
So I did. Okay. So
What's the radius on fog cloud?
On fog cloud, it's 20 feet radius, so 40-foot wide sphere.
Does it move with you with the pipe? Is that how it works?
Yeah. Here, I'll get you the ever smoking bottle stats that this is modeled after. Children, quiet. You are all blinded. You do not talk so much when you are blind. Smoke leaks from the mouth of this pipe, which weighs a pound. When you use an action to remove the stopper, a cloud of thick smoke pours out in a 60-foot radius from the bottle. Wow, that is so big.
That's big, yeah.
The cloud's area is heavily obscured. Each minute the bottle remains open, and within the cloud, the radius increases by 10 feet until it reaches the maximum radius of 120 feet. The cloud persists as long as the bottle is open. Closing the bottle requires you to speak its command word as an action, so before he leaves, I'll say, the command word is cheese whiz. Once the bottle is closed, the cloud disperses after 10 minutes. Wind can disperse it,
There is a lot of wind.
but not immediately. A moderate wind, 11 to 20 miles per hour, can also disperse the smoke after 1 minute. A strong wind, 21 or more miles per hour, can do so after 1 round. So we will have a chance to see.
Yeah, I will say that it creates a lot of smoke. It's getting blown away, but you have like about 20-foot radius of smoke that's obscured. So you're not being blinded by the light, but you have disadvantage on any visual checks. Cool.
So just a question, do we want, as a group, do we want to play a little bit past 5, or do we want to all stop right at 5?
Good for you.
I'm okay to keep playing. If you have to go right at 5, anybody, maybe your character will pop out of existence,
Okay.
and we'll just sort of get to the end of this chunk before we stop. If you're okay with that.
Yeah.
If I find any magic items, I'll give you one.
Okay.
But yeah, you still have 15 minutes till 5. It's 4:42. So yeah.
So are we all gonna go, or
You're blindly marching ahead with your snowshoes, and with you travels a cloud of fog, and
then you can follow behind me?
the fog will obscure the blinding light that is headed towards us, making it so that we can actually see something in front of us, but you will be blinded.
Okay. All right.
Let's
Yep,
march on
carefree,
then, and
Calicoos.
whatever shadow we can get from this fog.
Okay.
You are brave!
So you're using your snowshoes. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna use 2 of my javelins, like ice,
Okay.
canes, and then keep my 3 kids are kind of like in front of me, like I'm walking wide and trying
Alright.
to keep them from.
I'm going to use my soaking wet and slippery yet fashionable boots.
Okay. In fact, the boots kind of stick to it.
Oh, no.
It feels like Velcro.
Ah.
I'm going to just walk. I tell my children, we are safe now because of the fog cloud.
So you're pretty sure you're very close to the glacier itself. What would you like to do? Is everybody following him?
Yeah.
Yeah, about like 60 to 120 feet behind him, so that we're not actually in the fog cloud, but rather.
Okay.
able to see.
So can I hear anything interesting, or can I sense anything
Every
changing as
once,
I
it's
approach?
getting colder and colder as you get to it. Once you think you're very close to it, every once in a while you can hear like a little cracking sound, and maybe some shifting coming from the glacier.
Okay.
Do we see anything associated with that now that we
Literally,
can see better?
you see a dark blotch in front of you, a figure that's got like, if you've ever seen like volumetric lighting in smoke, how it looks, that's what you're seeing. And then outside of that is just blinding light.
But between him
You can see the
and
ground.
us,
You
we
guys
the
can
ground.
see the ground. Like I said, you have disadvantage on visual checks, which you can see.
Is there anything like, I would be
It
scanning
looks
the
like
ground?
the ground is icy, very icy, and cold snow. Probably basalt.
So
Let's
I'm
keep
gonna,
going.
Yeah. I yell out, who goes there below the ice?
You yell out.
Yeah.
Ooh, I hope it's a
Ice
ice
dragon.
monster.
Avalanche.
So you hear him yell that out, and you can kind of hear it echo, and you hear like a lot of cracking sounds as well as you do. But nothing happens.
I'll yell, "Don't drop the pipe! I love it!"
Okay, when that happens, the ground starts to shake, and you can feel something crash to the ground, but you don't know what it is.
Oh,
You can't
Since
actually
that
see
we
it.
brought these children to a murder chamber, led my solipsistic gnome who doesn't believe any of this is real.
I can hear you.
Can you, or are you merely imagining it?
It is all the same. Let us fight a creature.
No, let's retreat.
but
Well,
we're so close to the peak.
Before we die a humorless and undignified death to a very mundane, ice slide.
But the badge.
There is something up here.
Doom.
Calacruz is 120 feet in it. We can't leave him there.
So what would you like to do? You definitely heard something to your right, like crash to the ground and just shake the mountain.
I wanna see if I can perceive or investigate what it is with my eyes and ears and my
So in the direction it is.
all the books I've read about animals.
All right. So you can perceive. You can do perception. Do you have disadvantage?
Well, that first one was all right.
If he has,
Same number. So I think it's a 18. Let me check. No, it's a 19.
Right. Something very large on the glacier hit the top of the mountain. You're not sure what.
Maybe this is the source of the glowing. Maybe it is a creature with lots of magic items. You want to head back?
All right. It's plenty yells that.
Do you want to fight something and head back? Yeah? I feel like you want to fight something the whole
So
game.
the whole area starts shaking, and you're the first to see a big chunk of ice hit right in front of you. Make a dexterity saving throw as more starts sliding.
That's 19.
Okay, you get out of the way easily, and you're pretty sure a large part of this glacier is coming towards you. You can hear a lot of rumbling, and there's definitely some movement in front of you.
Is there anywhere detectable to take shelter from such a cataclysm?
As far as you can tell, you're in a flat area with a big snow cone that's going to come down.
Okay, then he rounds up the kids as best he can and starts plotting a retreat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Come back! Bring the pipe!
I'm running back
I'm
as well.
going.
You're not going?
No, I'm going.
Are you going? Yeah.
Yeah, follow back here.
Okay.
Hand me the pipe!
Everybody's running. He's behind you guys still. Are you running Pliny, or are you gonna stay and wait?
I'm gonna wait for him to bring the pipe.
Okay, you wait for him. Radical.
I'm waiting for him, I guess, too, because wherever his kids are,
Okay, so the
helps.
first three of you, just make dex checks.
The other three of you just die.
4.
17.
17.
16.
16. Okay. The two, you're fine. You slip. You're on the ground. You can feel your hands like sticking to it. You can hear the roar behind you. Your kids are trying to pull you up. You're running away from the glacier, and you can feel cold coming from your back, and little pieces of ice just like hitting the ground behind you as you're running.
I tell them to go. Follow.
All right.
Beezus, I think you're with me.
Yeah. Yeah, so we're going to tell you. I see Paul. I'm like, hey, let's go.
Pliny and Radical, you can see him running straight towards you, booking it.
Waiting for him. We're gonna run together
Good.
when he hands me my pipe.
All right. So, and your kids are with you. All right. So the three of you, let's make some dexterity saving throws.
Us. Oh, Lord, Lord.
9.
Do I just say nat 20 or 25?
Nat 20 is better than 25.
Okay. All right. Nat 20.
Well, not 20 and 25. So,
Both are
Radical,
great.
what'd you get?
10.
10. You're fine. You moved out of the way of all the stuff. The two of you, you're seeing pieces of ice flying at you as he's running, and you get hit
Ow, ow, ow.
for. Well, actually, let me ask this first.
Children, it
Are
is
you-
all in your imagination.
Are you
children.
protecting the kids with your body, or are you not?
I'm protecting. Yeah, I have a shield and I'm protecting.
Are
the
you?
kids.
Sure.
Okay. All right, so you take 15 damage.
My fighting
Bludgeoning.
style is protecting.
Both of us?
Yeah. As big chunks just start hitting you.
Ah, it's not
Can
real.
I cast Hellish Rebuke at the ice and
You could try.
shoot fire at it? Yeah, as I get hit with the things, I'm like, to shoot out fire at the ice coming towards us.
All right, so that was that round. So the two of you are just going to continue running?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. With the kids, you're like
Yeah.
running with these kids. So you're getting towards the edge of the cliff area where the trail is. You're on the ground. And the kids were trying to help you up. Did you tell them to
I
go?
sent them.
Okay,
ahead.
so
I
they,
grabbed his kids.
they're going. Well, they're actually behind you unless you stopped to grab them.
Oh yeah. So I heard him fall. And I turned. And I'm like, oh.
Okay, so then you're going to be farther back. If you,
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you're not at the edge.
Okay.
I know.
You're the only at the edge with your kids. You're
Right.
close to halfway in between where he is and she is.
Yep.
With 6 kids. Okay. And what are you going to do this round?
And there are more kids who have not made it as far as I have yet. Is that
There's
correct?
9 children that have not made it.
Then I guess I will take my time trying to pry myself off the ice.
You were able to do that pretty easily.
Okay. And
That's half your movement.
okay, great. And ready my shield so that I can and get as close to that group of kids as I can, so I can try to protect them from the environment.
Okay, so you're going to go back.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. The 3 of you, what are you doing?
Did you? I want my pipe. You want my pipe?
It's just all about this
I'm
fight.
just running and I've got your pipe. And
I'm gonna take my pipe and stopper it and put it away.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you for returning my pipe.
problem, man.
Radical, what do you
I've
do?
got I have protection for things within 5 feet of me, so I'm just like pinging ice
Okay.
chunks, trying to protect the kids
Okay,
as
and
we're
you
running.
just stay. Oh, you're gonna run.
Yeah, like I'm still trying to move.
Alright.
I'm like ping, ping, ping,
All right,
ping.
all right. You can see Radical coming along, and I'll say one of your kids is with her.
Okay.
And
Now I'm gonna start running with the kids.
Okay, so you just caught up. The two of you are basically together with 8 of the kids. Radical is with 4. You're heading towards Radical. You're in between them with 6 kids, and you're with 3 at the edge of the cliff. What would you like to do?
Well, where is there to go from where I
You
am?
can go back down the trail if you want.
Yeah, I'm headed back down the trail. I don't
Okay.
mess around with avalanches.
All right. So you start going down the trail. What are you going to do?
Following.
Okay, so you get up to the edge. What are you doing?
Have the young campers caught up with me yet?
No.
Is there any way to judge from any of my senses whether they're about to get caught in this avalanche?
They're already caught.
Or already caught in it? Head towards them.
Okay, you head towards them. Radical. Or you're just running, right?
Yes.
Okay. And the 2 of you are now just running as well?
With the kids.
With the kids.
Did,
Okay.
did you say there was a roar? We heard a roar. It's just a roar of ice
Of
and
ice.
things falling. It's not like a beast
Huge
roar.
amounts of ice coming.
Okay.
We thought it was a beast, but no.
Okay.
No beast.
All right, so we're running.
Just the beast of nature. I know Bagheera really thinks I'm dumb. Solipsistic and dumb. Trying
So you
to get some treasure.
You 2 are running. Let's get some dexterity saving throws again this round.
I was running.
Are you going to be trying to protect the children?
Yep. Then I'll be
Yeah.
dead.
Yeah.
Then you guys will be dragging my corpse.
Oh, that
Oh no, I'm halfway down the trail. I'm not having anything.
that was dirty 20.
12.
14.
Those little things they do. Wow. 2 take 17 each.
Alright, I'm out.
Oh no, Plenty goes down.
No!
Oh.
Don't I have a no, what was my thing that I have?
Yeah, use it.
I do. I have something that makes it go like, no, not that.
Well,
The protection where you interpose to create disadvantage.
Yeah. Oh, I think I have to be
Can I
closer to
see
you.
what
though.
happened?
Were you close to
you're,
me?
you're already down. You're
I don't know, I was running with him.
You're seeing
Yeah.
little pieces
There
of
is.
ice flying over the top of the cliff.
She can use protection to use her shield to make disadvantage happen on a hit.
If I'm close enough to him.
That's an attack roll, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
but
on an attack roll.
All right,
Okay.
do an initiative check. How about that?
Me?
Yeah,
Okay.
get over a
Actually,
10.
It's my character. I tried. Ah!
That's a 19 if you count it.
Sure, I'll count it.
Woo!
All right, so in order to do this, you have to turn around, run back, and then block.
Now,
Her whole fighting style is trying to protect people. So
All right.
that's the
now that would
style.
create disadvantage on a hit. So would that just mean I get to roll again?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. So it could still be low. Oh, please, dice gods. Okay. That's a 10. So that's a 13. It's up by 1.
Jeez, no, it's still not enough.
Can I?
All right. I'm down. I'm
Penny
down.
is
Can
down.
I cast? Oh no, buddy!
Can you cast something?
Can I lay a hand on you? Does that help?
You can lay a hand on
I
me.
can give you
But that's an
10
action.
HP.
What?
Can I lay hands on him and give him HP back?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I'll let you do that.
10 HP!
I'm like, you see me lying in the ice, clutching my bottle,
I take his
clutching
bottle.
my pipe,
Yeah, his
Yeah.
pipe.
and the kids around me like.
I hold his bottle like a carrot, and I'm like, get up! Come and get it!
My bottle!
Yeah.
My bottle! Start
Just
running
throw the
towards it.
bottle. Run
Oh, Pliny the Younger! Come be my apprentice.
You can make it to the edge now.
No one gets left behind.
Do you want to continue down, or do you want to stay close to the top?
I'll stay close to the top.
Okay.
I'm getting worried now that I hear the rumbling and I haven't seen anyone else.
Okay.
Although I, as Catherine, I'm actually going to do that.
You have already, you caught up.
As you
You're
head back to the
Radical.
trail,
My goal
you
is to
zip
get
out of
back.
existence.
Yes. Okay, so you're with Radical's kids right now.
Nice to see you,
Radical has
Catherine.
gone
Good
back.
seeing you.
Okay.
So you have 4 children.
Oh yeah, do you?
All right. My
do you know
goal
what
is to
the?
keep them
I'll send you
in a group,
some text.
usher them to the exit,
You can
and
tell people
protect them
and way up
with
you
my
know
body.
Okay.
Like the setup.
Yeah.
So you're going to get to the edge of the cliff.
Can I just interject one thing?
Yes.
So Catherine is DMing the next one shot in 2 weeks,
Yay.
Cool.
and what's it about, Catherine?
Well, it's set in the Feywild in a swamp with a sort of decaying bullywug monarchy. There's been a threat against the life of the king. Maybe we should do something about that? Maybe we should. What are the king's motivations? What are the motivations of the threat?
I dig it.
We shall see. Moral ambiguity.
The name of the game. So 2 weeks from now.
Nice.
With team moral ambiguity in the
Yeah.
Feywild.
So sorry to interrupt.
No, that's fine. So the 3 of you, you passed them, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Where are my kids at this point?
They're with you.
They're with me. Okay.
Okay. So you're booking it. He's booking it. The 2 of you, Radical and Plymouth, you're the last 2.
Booking it and taking the kids.
Okay.
Bye.
Hanging.
All right, Radical. All right, Pliny. Let's do some
And-
dex saving throws.
And like caressing my bottle, my pipe, caressing my big old pipe. Come on, be a high roll, dog. Let's go.
That was pretty cool.
You wanna, if you wanna make an initiative roll instead of dex, because they got advantage on initiative rolls.
No,
16.
you make it. You're all right.
I got a 13.
You got a 13?
10 plus 3. Yeah.
Oh no.
On a dex save?
Pliny's gonna hit again.
But he's next to me, so I can go protection.
All right, give him advantage then. So roll one more time. That's
This is like never use your portent just to cross a bridge.
Yeah.
Save it. Save it. Oh God. That's 4 plus 3.
Oh Jesus.
Oh, no.
Take me out, bro.
Oh my God.
The cascade of snow and ice engulfs my small black gnome form.
Yeah.
Chunks getting ripped out of my flesh as big hefty ice
Yeah,
blocks
you take 4 damage.
scrape by me. But I don't go down. You see like a piece of my arm flesh go by on a piece of ice, but did you say I took 4?
Yeah, you take 4.
But I'm still up.
5 more
But-
HP for you.
But if you happen to be near Pliny, you'll see these being really over dramatic about it. This is not real! But it hurts so much!
You make it down. You don't see Aldrich anywhere, but her kids are there. Or his kids are there.
Oh, what?
You're like, what happened to Aldrich? Maybe, and they're like, she just disappeared. Or he just disappeared.
Oh
Did he
my
go over the side?
God.
She was there 1 second, gone the next.
Oh my god.
You make it down. You're at the edge. It's the 2 of you one more time.
Help me! I will sort of like hide behind her shield as much as I
Yep.
can.
I got 5 more HP if I can give you.
Yeah, wait till I'm down.
Yeah, see if I gotta bring you back.
I could go invisible and get crushed while invisible. Okay, that's a nap 1. What happened to the divination wizard?
Alright, so if I was 18.
You're good. What,
Oh, I get the advantage 1. Thank goodness. Thank goodness for you and your shield.
Protection.
I try to hide as much as I can behind her shield, but oh, that's a 14.
That's a 40. That's not enough.
Who could have seen it coming?
7.
7. I'm down.
I got
I
5
fall
for ya.
limply behind the shield as the ice tears
Right.
into me.
You guys are getting right at the edge of the cliff, and you see Pliny go, ah!
I'm like, not today! Full 5 and you
And she
back.
touches me, and I pop back up with 5.
Get up!
All right, the 2 of you make it. You're down, all 3 of you.
Okay.
The 2 of you
Oh,
are right at the edge, and you get to make a dexterity saving throw. One more time.
Boy.
sweet Lord.
Bagheera is counting the kids. Are they all accounted for?
No, they are not.
Oh no.
There's 8 missing, I think.
Oh
Oh,
no. Children.
my God.
Oh no, it had my luck. Oh no, that's a 15, thank God. 16. I thought it was a 5.
You're
16?
Pliny.
Yeah, we know what the roll's gonna be.
Oh, God.
I may as well use the portent to say I rolled a 6. Yep, there's another bad one, but do I get advantage on the shield?
Yeah, she's still with
Thank you, friend! I really see your value now!
you.
Even worse.
Oh, God.
God.
Alright, I'm down.
It's 7.
I'm down.
Alright, I'm gonna have to.
I'm very small.
I can cast. It's gonna take me a second though. I have Prayer of Healing.
I'll telepathically say to you from beyond the grave, just carry me out.
So put him on my shoulder.
All right. If you're going to do that,
I'm gonna have-
so make a dexterity check
Oh,
with disadvantage.
okay.
That sounds
How
worse.
far away is this transpiring?
You don't know because you're below the thing and there's ice flying above you. Unless you want to pop your head
No,
up.
stop.
Yeah, with the I think I'm not particularly looking for them, but the short
a
of
nat
kids
20
count
and 18.
Okay.
makes him.
So you can pop your head up and make a dexterity.
My
save.
tiny little.
Alright, with disadvantage, that was a 19.
With disadvantages, you're good.
Wow!
She's got you over the shoulder. She's running over. She and the kids come sliding. You look up. There's like ice passing, and you like move out of the way as a boulder's about to hit you right in the face, and you see her kind of come down the trail. And there's just ice and ice and ice flying over the top. You just start seeing huge chunks flying over the side, and then slowly it starts to stop.
I think we can go back now.
And little
Petunia is
Pliny,
watching.
little Pliny comes up to you and goes, "I'm gonna lay on hands," and he heals you for 1 hit point.
Oh, Pliny.
Petunia's been kind of like crying. The owl's been crying,
Oh yeah, God, you're
watching
with us
from
now, right?
above and behind.
Oh,
What's up?
You're
right.
with like our group now.
Yeah, I've got
Okay.
1 hit point.
Okay, so yeah.
So
I'm covered in like blood and scratches
Yeah,
of
you
ice,
see-
and I'm like,
he is.
I thought that was the most powerful wizard.
Playing whack-a-mole with you.
Okay, so as things start to quiet down, I want to cure wounds
All right.
on you.
And you see the ice coming out of my skin, out of the closing wounds, and tinkling on the ground like a wind chime of ice.
You get 6 back.
So
6 back?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, give
You
me something to
get a
kill.
sending stone message, and
Oh, yeah.
it
Oh, I've got that
says,
sending stone.
it says, "This is Oldrich. I just saw the glacier crack. Are you okay? Where are you?"
Who's got the sending stone? Him? Do we all hear it?
Only he said.
I just got a message from Aldrich. It said, what did it say?
You're on the
He
glacier.
saw a crack in the. Something about he saw a crack in the glacier.
Tell him we are on the crack.
We were right there.
Can I talk back to him? Or
Uh-huh. Yeah,
oh,
that's,
okay.
that's how sending stone. You could,
It's like a walkie-talkie.
It's a one use message essentially.
Oh, so I can only say one thing back.
One message. I forget
One.
how many words. I think it's like 20 words.
Oh, that's using the stone that I was given.
Mhm.
But I also don't have to say anything to him, right?
Yeah, you could not say anything.
So
And he'll think we're dead.
well,
Have you told us?
Yeah, I told you guys what he said.
I think you should tell him that we are up here. Maybe he can help us.
Yeah, say we just got off the glacier.
Okay, all right.
We
So
barely survived it.
it was, yeah. I tell him we're nearly flattened ice cubes, but we're all right. And we're glad to hear that you're safe as well.
So you don't tell him where you are.
Tell them our location.
We're below the yeah. Tell him where we are.
Okay.
I think you're. I
You just
think
go
you,
around
I
way
think
off.
you get to we're below the, and then that's 25.
I'm going to say that he's got the message,
Okay.
and virtually is what second later, you see him and the 3 other counselors here next to you.
Oh, Aldrich.
Right
That's
above.
okay. That's that. I was thinking it was.
Her?
Yeah.
No, it was the.
Old
Okay. Old Aldrich. Okay.
Not
yeah.
Aldrich.
Okay.
Aldrich.
That's why I was confused. 'Cause I was
Old
like,
and
why-
rich.
Why is he?
Aldrich.
Okay.
Aldrich,
Yeah.
my fellow wizard, it is so good to see you.
He says, yes, it's good to see you too. He says, is everybody okay?
Do you have this scroll that you learned that spell from on you?
We need a head count of these kids. I think we're missing some.
Let's,
Let's count the kids.
yeah.
How many kids do we have?
You
You guys
all
have
your-
insurance
you have all
at
your-
this camp. I hope.
Good.
Yes, the glacier, it cracked and it is falling. I don't know why.
He says, we'll have to investigate. We'll check on it in a little bit. So is everybody's okay though?
It seems.
Barely.
I need a little short rest, I think.
What is the demeanor of the kids? How have they reacted to this?
The kids, most of them are freaked out. Some of them are like, this was so cool.
Yeah, that's an appropriate mix.
He says he's going to use a teleportation circle to get everybody back down to the camp. He thinks that's probably the safest thing to do right now. And as you guys teleport, let's see what we got here.
Junior camp counselors.
We got our merit badges. There was money in that glacier,
We
though.
killed 0 kids.
Yeah.
More durable than a kitchen kettle. Help the world and make it better. Keep together through any weather. We face each challenge with no sorrow. We will be the leaders of tomorrow.
All right.
Did we get that? What's that instrument?
Radical
Did
Shaman.
we get that
Shaman.
shot
Yeah.
solo?
Huh?
Dexterity and a Constitution saving throw with advantage.
Oh my god. Wait, both with advantage or just the. Okay. So the dexterity is going to be a dirty 20. And constitution is going to be a nat 20.
You were very valiant in saving my greedy life.
It's what I do. It's my purpose. Oh my god! Yay!
Yay! The sparrow and the turtle. Do I get a merit badge for rolling horribly over and over again?
Unfortunately, no, because
And being dumb?
you were the one being saved the whole time.
Do I get a merit badge for being an anchor around the neck of
You get
the crew?
the albatross merit
Yeah,
badge.
yeah. You get a merit badge with an albatross on
Yeah.
it. You can start calling me albatross if you want.
Let's see.
Pliny, aka albatross.
You can make a wisdom. You can make the intelligence.
17.
I mean, I did come up with the idea of the pipe.
You did the pipe was key.
The
That
pipe
was
made it so we could see the ground.
yeah.
Yeah, actually, you can make an intelligence.
Yay! Yay! I hope I get a scholar roll. Yay! It's a nat 20! Yay!
Saving that one.
Now that it-
Now you
now that I'm rolling for badges. we knew what I was gonna roll. I didn't need to roll.
Fortunately, I am
Can
very
make a
intelligent.
constitution.
We knew I was gonna keep rolling low numbers
Yeah,
on
'cause
that
it's
on that
good.
ice
For the
because
fun of it.
that was what was happening.
7.
Unfortunately,
Got the
nothing.
scout badge, yo.
Oh, you wanted that one. Good for you.
I'm
All right.
That's one you don't have.
So as that happens, and you guys arrive at the encampment, you see that there's 6 other what appear to be counselors with full merit badge things,
Hey!
and they go, "Sorry, thanks for filling in for us. We got caught trying to fight a purple worm." That was causing a problem in the area.
Imposters!
We didn't make it back in time.
We filled in for you.
Thank you.
What-
We really appreciate it. You've really shown the virtue of the Everlight Dung Beetle Scouts in what you've done. Please keep your sashes as a reminder of what you've done today.
Are there any gnomes among them?
There's no children.
I mean, among the.
The counselors know.
Okay.
Troop 7.
Yeah.
What?
I will bend down to Pliny the Younger and say, "It was a pleasure getting to mentor you and transfer my wisdom into your mind. Please keep it with you forever.
He says, "I will, Penny. I will."
I am very smart."
He says, "You're so smart, Penny, and you can really take a hit."
Yes, bravery is the way to go.
Yeah. What sort of merit badges did the kids earn? Did
A lot of kids have different
Oh,
kinds of
fantastic.
Yeah. And with that, suddenly you start vanishing.
We'll be back next
And you can see
year.
Penny going,
Pliny, no, come with me, be my apprentice.
Jamboree.
If we hold hands, we will teleport together.
and there you go.
Yay!
Very
That
cool.
is your
Oh, what a delight.
Yeah, I hope that we
Come
return to
back.
this camp.
I need
That was awesome.
more
Soon.
badges.
All right, so the sashes, how they work. It's an attunement item. You don't get any more badges after this point because you've already gotten what you've gotten at the Jamboree. Depending on what those were, it's going to be, you can touch it as a reaction to give yourself either advantage or +5 to whatever stat it is.
Oh, wow.
You can use it for a saving throw, you can use it for a skill check.
Neat.
Nice.
Is it
One
one
time.
use only, or?
One use only and then it vanishes.
Advantage or +5. Cool.
So,
Advantage or +5?
and advantage or +5, yes.
Those are mathematically equal.
Yes, they are. But I'm giving you the choice.
Before or after the roll?
Before. No, actually, I'll let you do it after because of the reaction. Yeah, you do
Yay!
it after.
So, is this dexterity, intelligence,
Yes.
and what's leader?
Leader is
Charisma.
charisma. Scholar's intelligence. Turtle is constitution.
Oh, it's specifically for
Yep. The
for
contemplation is wisdom.
So you got wisdom and charisma.
Okay.
Hell yeah! And Julie's got them all.
No, I don't have scholar.
I get
She doesn't have 3 of them. You have to get 6 in order to get superstar.
Yeah.
Whoa, super! Oh, you get 6, you get superstar. Well, maybe we'll go back to that. I want to go back to that camp one day. So, you okay doing checkouts?
Yeah.
Do it.
All right. So, something you enjoyed about the session, as David made all of this up. So, something you enjoyed about the session, and something you enjoyed that another player did. And Dane, you're first.
This is super. I just love this thing.
Yeah.
Just a visual guide, just quickly like, look where we are, and all the explanations, everything is super clear. I liked also that this was, like I said, this is more like skills focused, not so much, no battling or anything like that. So that was fun.
There were possibilities of it, but
Right.
you guys didn't end up in those places.
And then of course, having Radical defending you with her shield as the ISIS pummeling you guys. Probably my favorite part.
All right, Bagura, you're up.
The props are fantastic. I love the Creed, the little Troop 7 thing. I enjoy the mental image of all the actual counselors showing up at the end, and we're kind of a raggedy bunch of cheerful imposters. The breadth of this is a cool place. You'd want to go back to summer camp again next year here. There was a lot of creative cooperation on show that I really liked. I liked how when Calicoos said, "Well, let's send the owl up, and then Pliny can get advance warning." There was a bunch of teleporting stuff going on and cooperation, both to get across the bridge. There was a lot of someone remembering when another person's thing that they could do could become useful, and I really liked the sort of the mentoring relationship with the kids, whether that was focused in on a namesake, or I think you were teaching them monastic death stuff, death cult stuff, and I think what did you do? You got cartwheeled across a bridge, acrobatic display. You saved us from getting stuck under the waterfall and probably falling off again as we needed to climb up. There was a lot of we were real role models.
Except for me, I was not a role model.
Yeah, this is awesome. I loved the world you created for this, and the book was awesome, and it was exciting. I felt the feeling of excitement of ooh, we could go all these different places and explore, and just the teamwork that we had to do it was really interesting that it wasn't just sort of cut and dry, here's the next opponent to defeat. It was we were always having to problem solve, and it's fun to take our time to kind of okay, how do we get through this thing? And I loved how your water stuff was super helpful in getting through all that, and also that levitation thing that you were able to figure out how to you could only go up and down, but then you could use it to they could pull themselves across or something. I think it was dwarf float.
Floating with the balloon.
Float, yeah. So yeah, it was fun.
Woo!
Yeah. Yes. Echoes of much that has been said. I'm excited to read more of this book because I really like the dark lore as well as how many details and bone crushings and blood of indigenous peoples were everywhere throughout it. It was really thoughtful and amazing.
Break every bone in the indigenous
Yeah. Here. And I hope we come back to this world because there seems obviously so much more to explore. And I loved the levitation and riding the people like a balloon and all the teamworks and the vortexes and the I love that we didn't lose a kid. That was very important to me. And I really liked Calicoos asking the children if they'd ever experienced the joy of crushing a heart in their hand.
Yeah, and the one kid that was
I have. I like that kid. And just the beautiful like teamwork and staying together, and even though Bagheera was like, all of this is a terrible idea, can we please stop traversing frozen waterfalls and just going closer to the horrible frigid death. But we all went there together and even came back for the sequel. And just that funny, like I really like the funny problem solving and people trying to figure out how to use their stuff or their spells in ways that aren't usually the way that you would use it. Like smashing a ice boulder with defy
brilliant.
gravity
Yeah.
and or
Such a cool image.
like that was great.
Yay! Yeah, I'm glad I had something that could target a non-creature or an area of effect spell. Shape Water was really clutch, and it's a really excellent cantrip, and thoughtfully used. And twin spelling Vortex Warp really helped. And Bagheera's caution and desire not to walk into the maw of the beast constantly is always appreciated, and also like everybody who went across and then came back to help the kids, and I think you did that a couple times. Pliny would never do that. Calico's a lot of fun flavor, the heart crushing and the death teaching, and I really liked how everybody worked together creatively. You have snowfall, you have slowfall, so you're gonna be okay, and like just all like figuring out how to get through it. And I'm glad that Petunia's fire thing worked. And the world is fucking awesome. So I definitely want to go back. I want to find out what's on Never Die Lane and Muckduck Cave and
Spider Woods.
Deathbringer. You like the Spider Woods? I like the Deathbringer Woods, full of fungus. I want to get infected. And you defended me with your shield. Thank goodness. Thank goodness you got that protection. I still died anyway. I had twice the rolls and I still kept rolling like trash.
Isn't there, I might be misremembering, but a scene in Tropic Thunder where some guy just keeps getting shot with a machine gun for like 20 or 30 seconds? You think he's done getting shot with the machine gun, but the scene just goes on uncomfortably long.
Sounds about
That's an
right.
extremely uncomfortable movie.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got a white guy in blackface the whole movie.
Probably the last
I don't
moment
think they
in
could
time
make
that
that
could have been
anymore,
done.
could they? Yeah.
No.
It's amazing how far into the future that was done.
They made the cutoff.
But yeah, really fun and not a battle and still fun. I was itching to kill something. I was really hoping there was like a dragon or a giant that was going to jump out of that glacier. But no, it was just a bunch of glacier that wanted to crush us with no thoughts about it.
Itching to cast my detect thoughts
Yeah.
medallion.
Ah.
I'm always like,
Oh,
I was like at the end, I was like,
detect?
maybe I should just cast it on Aldrich or something.
That's
or one
right.
of these, like just.
Well,
I don't know.
well, probably in the Feywild one, that'll come.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just
The
loaded
Court of
my
the King.
Zone of Truth. I was Zone of Truth. The new
Oh.
counselors be like, you motherfucker.
I enjoyed the moment where the detect magic just detected
Everything.
everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
well,
put away my magic lantern.
it's still a very valuable lantern.
It
You
is.
still tell me the school
Yeah.
of things. So, what further, behind the scenes stuff do you have to share, or what did you enjoy?
I enjoyed everybody's interactions and thought into just interacting with the kids. I think that was really great. Everybody's thought into how to protect them, I think was fantastic. I always like to see, I like sandbox, so I do my adventures very open compared to some people for the most part, and I just like to see what decisions you decide to make and how you decide you want to go forward and overcome an obstacle, or come up with your ideas. It's always interesting to watch people do that. I just love the interaction of everybody with each other, and you know, that's what brings joy to me in D&D is just the ability for people to have creative thought. You know, the only consequences are in this game. That's it. That's, to me, it's exciting. And so doing stuff like this, coming up with things like this is it's actually fun for me. It's an additional outlet. It doesn't matter, you know, if something's wrong in here, it's fine. It's just a game, right? So that's exciting too. So I'm just glad everybody seemed like they had a very good time.
Yeah. Thank you for persevering with your ear infection
Thanks.
recovery. I'm
Yeah.
so
Oh,
glad
yeah.
you
Yeah, I
could
was
make it.
worried early on that I was going to have to cancel, and part of the reason we did the inside thing was because the antibiotics I'm on gives you photosensitivity. So you saw me outside and all this stuff. That's why.
Ah,
I can't be in sun right now.
excellent.